Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Bill Tucci.
Behold his mighty hand.
Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang.
Just want to manage expectations.
Weird.
This is the worst.
Yeah. Dr. Blevins, I owe you an apology. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all right, man. I was just trying to say, I just wanted to say that the shirt you're wearing is definitely working for you, brother. It looks great. You look great on camera right now. I'm just telling you.
Got a haircut.
Look amazing.
I know, man.
They slick my hair back. They put the pomade in it and stuff. And
Nice.
I don't know. I like.
I don't like
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I like my
Slick
stuff
back.
Look
Yep,
who's here.
name's slick back.
Blevins, why are you looking at me? Stop looking.
Man, I'm not.
looking at me.
A lot of people don't know this. I was going to say this, but Billy sent me an exclusive copy of this book that since it was already done, and this is my picture of me looking at its glory and how incredible this book looks for this Kickstarter.
And we have the lovely Deborah Tucci.
Want to switch chairs?
He's trying to sit down.
Debbie T.
Way too big for
This
me.
chair's really high. Let me see if I can
And
lower
I'm really
it.
not.
Can I lower it? There you go. Look.
There you go.
Why have
There
I
you
Debbie
been
T.
suffering all
I don't
these
know.
years and they-
Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. Scallop, my Dr. Blevins, my brothers. Good to see you
Uh-huh.
guys.
Hello, gentlemen.
We got some
Hello,
people in the
Deborah.
audience here. I want to say hello to Mr. George Bonney. Hello. Solitary Rain. Hail to you too, my friend. Keyshawn Braithwaite. Uriah Burgess. Minka of the great Marcus Kellegrew. Happy Hanukkah, Marcus. Good to see you, brother. Guys, thank you for joining us. Citizen Ronan, of course. Scala, come on.
Yes.
Citizen
Come
Ronan.
on. Come on.
This is Ronan.
So
Yeah,
Ronan,
that's
we just launched a campaign like seconds ago. So I want to do a share to it. I know that Ethan's streaming right now, so thank you guys for coming here. We may not be as cool as him, though I am kind of sporting my little Batman thing here.
I think we're cooler than him. What are you talking about?
Like you're getting ready for like your keynote speech.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think of that?
What new
were
tech are you
How many
releasing,
shares?
Billy?
How many shares of Apple do you own? That's what I want to.
Thank you.
That's a touchy subject.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject. Remember, I told you that story that I wanted to buy.
Yes.
I wanted to buy
Apple and Amazon.
Apple and Amazon. I was talked out of one of my friends.
Oh my God!
You're
Marcus
missing out.
is
My
only
Apple
half
stock.
Jewish.
When are you gonna quit? When are you
And
gonna quit
half
listening to
Irish.
Eric Larson?
Yes, happy Hanukkah.
Happy
everyone.
Hanukkah, everyone. So, Marcus, I'm only half Jewish and half Irish. Well, you should tell that Irish father of yours that, nobody's perfect.
How do you know it's a father?
Well, killer.
Pastmaster Dan, what's up, Pastmaster Dan?
What's
Yeah,
up?
man. Yeah, you getting
High
talked
and
out of
tight
buying that.
Tucci.
You getting talked out of buying that stock, man. You need to quit listening to Eric Larson, man. I'm telling you.
The Eric Larson, the boss?
Yeah. He talks a lot of people out of stuff that's good for everybody.
Yeah, no. So I wanted to buy Apple and I was going to put a lot of money into it. And I was going to put 20 grand into Amazon and everyone talked me out of it.
Oof.
But guys, the great Debbie Tucci's here. The beautiful
Debbie T.
You're very small now. Hop off. You look too small now.
I am small.
Yeah, but you look really small.
Yes, but now I can get off of
You look
the
at
Come on,
SM
everyone. Let's show Debbie some love here. Come on. Come
Hey,
on.
hooray!
All right. There we go.
There, thank you,
There
Niall.
we go.
Thank you, Niall.
Let me go to my Facebook page and see if that's working. Because for some reason, on the Facebook, it's like a weird setting. See, it's locked, Scala. So I have to change the audience so nobody could see
Locked.
this every time. Why is that, Scala?
I don't know. What'd you do to piss him off?
I never did anything. What the hell?
We have a habit of pissing off
Facebook.
Fans?
Facebook for some reason.
Yeah.
Not fans.
Hey, don't worry about it. It is what it is. You can't do anything about it now, Billy.
Public. It's supposed to say public, and it doesn't let you do that until you actually go
Hello,
live.
Joseph.
But good to see you guys. We've got a great little show today. We have just launched, like literally after the show now. So let's go up and let's see how we're doing, honey. We'll go through the campaign, guys. This is probably, I'd have to say, our most ambitious SHI book we've ever done. Because what we're doing is it's 112 pages, boys, and we have literally, I have rescanned in. I own all the pencils. Look at that, SHI #1, Way of the Warrior #1.
Wow.
All the original pencils and inks. So we are remastering them each and every page, scanning them in with the, so you see the original blue lines and everything like that. Oh, very nice. Look at that. That's the original page.
Very nice, yes.
So saucy. And so, my art's not that great, but you know what? What we made up in with what, honey? With the passion was there. So here's like the original pages. Look at that. Is that very 90s or what, Scala? This little panel right here.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Is that 90s? Like he's like scared, the guy, and then all of a sudden she's feeling it. Look at it, runs that guy through. Look at that.
Look at her feel. Oh man, she's feeling that right up. Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Right in there.
And they're throwing a little samurai stuff in. Look at it. And what's cool is that you will see. So if you look, I wasn't crazy with the inking. So I had to go in and I actually whited out and redid that, her face right here. So we have all the original, all 30. So basically what the book is, it's going to be 112 pages. And it's the first 32 pages. Thank you very much. Will be the original Way of the Warrior #1, completely rescanned in, remastered, digitally cleaned up by Mindy Lopkin. And here's an example of a page. So this is the original pages, and the lettering was on acetate that I glued with like Elmer's glue or something, or a glue stick. And I had to actually cut out each and every one of these and lay them in.
Did you use an X-Acto knife?
Oh yeah, man, X-Acto #11 X-Acto blade, bro.
Wow.
So these
number,
are pages.
Number 11 X-Acto to be exacto.
Hand painted by Barry Orkin. And let me hang on a second. And so what we're going to do is that the original book is you'll have the original 32-page comic, and then, honey, I'm going to need you to go through all the other cool tiers we have. And then after that, you're going to have all the original inked pages next to the original color page, the hand-painted page, no lettering, nothing, but as the original 1200 DPI scans. So you're going to get to see every little knife cut, when I was cutting and pasting and things like that. So it's going to be a beautiful book. Plus JC Vaughn and I are doing an interview. I don't know, it's like an 8-page interview, 9-page interview, which will include all of basically the creative process, the characters. Thank you, Dita. Leaving my line often, Dita. Do you know Sprockets? Now it's time on when we dance. I'd like to see you play. I'd like to see you play Brian Blevins completely covered in souls.
What kind of?
Anyway, so thank you guys for joining. So let's go to it. So we launched about 10 minutes ago. So let's go to the campaign real quick, and then we'll go through everything. I know I'm speaking fast. I'm very nervous. I get always nervous about these campaigns. You hope they do well, and you just don't know, Scala. You just don't know.
How many days is this campaign going to run?
This campaign is 34 days because we want to do it after Christmas. So we're going to close on, I believe, the 10th of January. And here it is. Here's the book. Whoa. Let's go big on that. Niall, how do we go big on that so we can see it? Oh, shoot. Babe, we better go. What?
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Thank you.
Ling, motherfuckers.
You motherfucker.
Bling, bling, bling. Ring a ring.
Brock. Bodies. You guys, we've hit our goal. We're already a project we love. Thank you very much, Kickstarter. You guys rock. Thank you, Donnie Atkins. Love you, buddy. And despite your choice in.
That's right, Past Master Dan.
Past Master Dan.
Past Master Dan is the best, man.
Billy,
so
I came to show my sport, man. I got to get back to work, but brother,
I know you do.
Congratulations! I'm glad you hit your pledge, man. You know that I man. I love you. I love this. I love this property, man. She has been a large part of my life, and you just keep knocking them out of the park, bro. Every
But
day.
you're a large part of our lives, isn't he, Scala?
He is. He is.
Yeah, I'm so
Huge
large.
part of our lives.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
got
big
the great
guy.
friend Beanie here working. We're fulfilling. We are fulfilling right now for those of you who have ordered the SHI Senryaku Omnibus. This book is being shipped right now. We have probably shipped out 800 or 900 packages. Look at the great Jeff Smith. Again, another artist edition, original art edition, like what this is, where you get to see the original pencils, original inks, and the original colors.
It's awesome.
Look at that. Look, come on. Who's this? Who's this, Bill Evans?
Oh, dude, that is Jay Lee.
Great Jay Lee.
Boom.
The great Jay Lee.
Yep. So we're getting them bad boys out. We are working every day for you guys. We owe everything to you. How happy are we with these people, honey? Look at that. We hit our goal.
So beyond,
We hit our Kickstarter goal in
10
10 minutes, and it took us an hour or so to hit our Indiegogo goal. So thank you, Kickstarter backers. Of course, thank you, Indiegogo backers.
You guys are right.
But this is really encouraging. We're so happy to be giving you these books. What I love about this. What did Marcus say?
Amazing. Marcus just said she was the inspiration for him to start publishing himself.
Oh, thank
Nice.
you, brother Marcus. You got to
I'll
hang
see
out,
you
Marcus.
later,
Still.
okay?
You have to come to, well, maybe not this next year, but probably the year after. You can do Heroes Con.
I'll see you later, Tooch. Bye,
All right,
Scott.
brother.
right,
See you
love
later.
it.
If you're done, come on back in.
Thanks again. I appreciate it. All right, bye.
So
Hail
look at
the
this.
Tooch.
Yeah, I'm here. So Scala. Oh, hell Tooch, hell panel, hell chat, hell Comics Gate, hell bananas to all. But Richard Dupe, thank you. Check this out, Dupe. So what I got here, Niall Scala, this is my original SHI Way the Warrior logo. Do you remember when I did this?
I do.
So what I did, I wonder what that circle. I guess just a circle template. It's a red magic marker with some font. I think I just made this font up. But then I found the chalk font, which we use, which is no longer called chalk, right? Scala, it's called
Yeah, it's not
something else.
chalk. It's something different now.
It was originally chalk, which is, and look at this. Here's the original Way of the Warrior. You know, like it was like taped with. I got white tape here.
I like the little line you got there. Like right
Ooh.
under SHI, you got the line, and
Well,
then the Way of the
it's
Warrior.
cut out and pasted on it, Scala.
What is that? Is
Look.
that? Oh.
Oh,
I
see.
was gonna say that would have been a nice.
I
like
think
that
when I
little
colored
touch.
it, I smudge it, and I probably had a few expletives, right? If I did that,
Always.
and then Debbie said, "Why don't you just reprint it and tape and
Can you not
I-
imitate me that way, making
me and
sound
Paul
like a
imitate."
shrew?
No, you don't sound like a shrew. That's how
But
you got
that's
to.
what you make me sound like whenever you imitate. me.
Niall, how do you Niall imitate Farrah? Right? You imitate them.
No, I don't at all. What are you talking about?
See, he's a nice husband.
Okay, so me and
No.
Paul.
Hers
do
is
it.
like Niall.
Oh, sounded still like that.
You do that too.
So this will be in a lot of this art, which has never been seen before, let alone published. It was never even seen before. Like that logo will be in the book. A lot of the developmental art. I found that little sketch I did of SHI, the first cover that you posed for, thrown to the wolves. But it's thank you, $6,000. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Let me switch over to the Facebook and see if anybody's over there. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, Scott Phelps. Good to see
Hello,
you, Scott. Renee, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Hey, Billy and Deb, happy holidays from the old, how do you say Pueblo? Pueblo. Amanda Gross. Hello, Amanda. Good to see you, too. Oh, Scala.
Yeah, the Facebook comments come in here, bro. You don't have to
Do
go back
they?
and forth. Yeah.
Okay,
It's like
shoot.
Scott Phelps right here. Hey, Billy and Deb, happy holidays from Old Pueblo.
Thank you, Niall. And again, we put this on the Tucci, on the Crusade Comics page and my personal page, or you did, Niall. Thank you, because we don't see the crowdfunding comics. I mean, the Pop XP ones for some reason. But let's go through this campaign, shall we, Scala?
Let's do it. We got a lot of cool. You guys got a lot of cool stuff, some new stuff. Let's see what's going.
A lot of new stuff, a lot of limited editions, a lot of limited stuff. So I'm going to close this out. Project We Love. We got a Project We Love already.
Awesome.
All right, so let's scroll through here. Okay, so first thing is this talks about me. I've only backed 102 on Kickstarter. Oh, that's right, because I have my original one. So let's go through some of the rewards, honey. The first reward that you offered is what's the main award? premier perk.
So, unfortunately, or maybe there is, and I'm not aware of it, but on IGG we did a featured perk, and that perk is called the 30th anniversary bundle, I believe. So if you want to go down to that.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. We just lost everything. Are you guys still there?
You froze?
No, it just
went
disappeared.
blank.
Okay. No, that's StreamYard. Here we go. Okay, so where's my campaign? What is that? Okay, here we go. Sorry. So the first thing is going to be, well, of course, for the guys, especially our foreign backers. A lot of people in Europe.
Don't want to spend money.
Yeah, Australia, and we get it. It's terrible. The shipping prices are just exorbitant. So a lot of people like the digital edition. Of course, if you buy a physical edition of the book and most of the other physical perks, you will receive the digital edition anyway.
Yes. So, if you pledge for anything physical, you automatically get the digital edition.
All right.
And that's a gift from us.
Yeah, and of course we have a 30th. So you guys, next year, 2024 is our. Oh, look, honey, look who's here. Esmeralda.
Hey, sweetie.
What's
are we
up,
gonna
kid?
See you on the 16th?
Yep, we'll be at the Big Apple Comic Con.
I hope we see you on the 16th.
Hopefully, now Scal will be at the Big Apple Comic Con too.
I'm gonna try.
Frank,
Woohoo.
thank you for backing.
Thank you.
So,
sweetie pie.
yeah.
And she's got your lucky number. She's back
Yep,
her 13.
That's my number. So we have next year for 2024, Scal.
We're going through the.
Yeah, but I'm going to get to this. Is that it's our 30th anniversary. So what we've done here is a lot of the preview stuff, which will be exclusive to our Kickstarter backers, our Indiegogo backers, are those 30th anniversary things, like the 30th anniversary.
Since you'll be getting them at the beginning of the year. We'll
Yes.
Kick off the 30th year celebration of SHI.
Right, and it's discounted. Everything's going to be discounted. Like this book right here is $50. The original art edition. It'll be $60 after this campaign ends in 34 days. So everything we've offered, we want to offer to you guys first before we start getting into comic shops, before we start doing the specials on Billy or the things on BillyTucci.com. And because
let's be clear that everything that goes on the campaigns is geared for only the backers. We do have to overproduce just to make sure that we have enough for everybody, and to make sure that if we have damages, we have enough to compensate. So we don't have a lot of extras of too many things. So in this, we're going to be producing things pretty close to the belt.
Yeah.
We may be doing different versions of them throughout the year, but everything that you're seeing here really is for our crowdfund people only. I hope that helped.
oh, Canuck, how's it going, eh? Hey, Billy. Hey, Niall. Just back 100 book with the hat binder, with hat binder and cards on Kickstarter. Oh, go she. Thank you so much, Canuck.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Canuck.
What if he's from Ottawa, unless he's from Vancouver. We
He's
should
from
find out where he's
Arkansas.
from. But so we have the SHI celebratory pin. It's $17 here. Once we have them at the Comic Cons and on BillyTucci.com, it'll be $20 or more, depending.
If we have any left.
Yeah, this is really cool. This is something I love, Niall Scala. For only $20, we're offering the SHI Way of the Warrior Pencils Up Ash Can Edition because, Scala, you know what I did back in the day?
What'd you do, pal?
When I had no money, was literally making color Xeroxes of all my pencils before they were inked. So if you'll see the pages here. So this is all the pages, color pages of the book, and we will be putting together an Ash Can edition. So look, I don't want to give away too much, but cool, right?
Very cool.
Very cool. So we're going to be putting out the 30th anniversary original Ash Can edition for the people here. That's $20. Probably $30, right, for the 30th anniversary after this campaign closes after Christmas.
If we have any left.
If we have any left. Thank you so much, Scott. You guys are.
What did you say?
He said, "Ooh, had to get the Tucci Troopers cap."
Thank you.
And I just saw the Canuck. Oh, Manitoba. That's where Butchie Goring's from.
I don't know.
Yes, you do, from the Islanders. Butchie Goring, who does the.
I'm a Ranger fan.
Ruined my night. This is really cool. And Scala, I think I want to. This is super cool.
So flippin' excited.
It's
about
really,
this.
really cool. Our first ever 8-inch SHI acrylic standee.
You're giving them full 8 inches, baby.
Giving the full 8.
Oh yeah.
Full disclosure, it is going to be somewhere between 7 and 8, but closer to 8 than 7.
That's what
That's
she
still
said.
pretty good, right, Scala?
That's right. That's
That's
still
pretty
big.
good.
That's
I'll
still
take-
big.
I'll take 7 to 8 inches.
That's enough.
7 days. What?
That's enough.
What's it? Thank you, Niall. Thank you.
Dear God.
It's gorgeous. I'm gonna.
I'm so. Do you have the video for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share the video right now.
Nice.
Sure, Scala.
So the manufacturer was kind enough to make a sample, which is actually on its way to us. I'm so excited. We should have it in a couple days. And made a video with the sample so that we could get an idea of scale and just how flippin' fantastic.
Flippin'
It
fantastic.
does look flippin' fantastic.
It really does. Let's see here. All right. I wonder if I can go big. It's it's weird when these shorts. You can't really make the shorts big. But here it is. It is gorgeous. It's thick. It's Scala. It's thick. It's salty, sexy. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay,
He
and
doesn't
it's
wanna hear you.
almost 8 inches. Who doesn't want that?
That's enough.
That's a salty piece right there.
Salty piece right there, buddy. Salty.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's so happy with it. Should I sign them all too? If they want it, do you think people want it signed?
This is
And they're only $20.
They're only $20. Again, this is gonna be way
Wow.
more.
They will be. Now, this is something we will have for the whole year. So these will go up when we have them on the website
Yeah.
considerably,
Thank you.
especially since they're so. The average standee is about 6 inches. So these, because of her battle flags, we really felt strongly about making this kind of a statement piece, and that's why we went bigger with it.
Yeah, and I like how they protrude out from the circle.
Yes.
Honey, did we get the standards from the same place Brian did? Yeah, right?
I believe so. Definitely the same place Dan Mendoza did.
Yeah.
So if Dan Mendoza goes to the same place Brian did, because Dan Mendoza, I had been searching and really didn't like the how can I say this, methods I would need to place orders. So I had gone to Dan, and he actually not only connected me with the company that did this, but with his actual contact, who then reached out to me and made this all a very simple process. So
Oh, that's great.
It really is. It's badass.
I'm gonna have to add one of those onto mine.
Did me was that it's nice that we're all, we all help one another,
Yeah.
and we're all a big brotherhood. So
And sisterhood, honey.
okay,
You girls are the smart ones out of us. So we have that standee, which is only $20. Again, of course, like I said, similar to this book and to our other books. And it's going to be this size. It's going to be omnibus size. It's oversized right now, thanks to the Crusade Comics No Fan Left Behind dual campaign strategy. Scala, you came up with that name, didn't you?
I sure did.
You sure did. There's a plate in here, and I already drew a bunch of these. That's why this one's here. And I'll do a little sketch in it. And Niall, thank you so much for doing all our graphics. Truly appreciate it, brother.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And these are all limited. How many of these am I doing, honey? Do you know?
I believe 50.
Ball cap, 50 of them. Okay. And our challenge coins are gorgeous.
So
You want to tell them about the challenge coin, honey?
well, you kind of skipped over. So you know how the silver anniversary is 25 years and the golden anniversary is 50 years? Well, 30 years is the pearl anniversary. So I found a few things to kick. Hello. I found a few things that we could add pearl to. and enhance them, if you will, to help celebrate our Pearl anniversary. And the first is our challenge coin. So as you can see in the mock-up here, the background will be a pearl white enamel on both front and back of that coin. So it is going to be utterly stunning. It's going to look like jewelry, if you ask me. So I'm really, really excited about that. I can't wait to see them in person.
Just beautiful.
And we, as you know, actually they're behind you and kind of knocked over, but you know, we do a challenge coin with every campaign.
They knocked over the challenge
Yeah,
coins?
you knocked
Oh, didn't look at that.
You did. He knocked them
over.
over, but
Isn't that
you know,
special?
they've all been wonderful, and this one is just going to be next level.
And this one's really big, right? This will be our biggest challenge coin.
It'll
This
be
is the
bigger
Tucci.
than these. Yes.
This is 1.5 inches. That's 2 inches.
No, we did that's 1 3/4 inches.
Inch and
This
3/4.
is 2 inches.
This is going to be 2 inches,
Oh,
which
nice.
is not as good as 8 inches. But I'm sure it works for some people.
Will she be colored in?
I'll slap you upside the head shortly. I'm just warning you.
Don't mess up my new hair, my new slick hair, my madman hair.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Esmeralda. Thank you. We'll still-
The coin is sexy.
Thank you, Ray. You guys are the best.
Yeah, so we have the challenge coins. Again, we're doing and I don't know if Delvy's out there. Delvy wanted a sketch edition. Niall, thank you for putting this together. It's the SHI Way of the Warrior #1 30th anniversary sketch edition. We're only offering 30 of these, right, on the campaign.
The sketched ones.
The
yes.
sketched ones. You can buy the regular edition, which are limited. I don't know how many we're gonna
Well,
make
we'll
of that.
also see.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, once they sell out across the board, the 30 on both IGG and Kickstarter, we can, if you feel strongly about adding them, you can.
Hey, honey, $10 is $10.
$10 to see what? I'm
You
sorry.
smack me
Smack 'em.
upside my head. Ow! Oh my God! I didn't really do it.
All right, Canuck, $10. Let's do it. $10 super chat.
Let me tell you something, Scala. That was the easiest $10 I ever made. Oh.
Yeah.
Love you, mean it.
Yeah, I love you too. So this is
What would you do for 20?
just
No,
a
never mind.
sample,
Keep going.
a sample sketch. Everyone's going to be different. No two are alike, and there's only 30 of them available. Which my original head, so basically my headshots are $150 at cons. For only $100, you get this limited edition book plus
Is that
plus
what
a
we are?
sketch, a gem, or a hoot. And what else we got? We got the challenge coins. We got tell about this, honey.
Again, so this is the other pearlized. What does it say?
Love it. Do it again.
Oh, he did, and he did the $10. Thank you, Canuck.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? Ah! That's $10 Canadian.
All right, I'm taking bets now on $20. Who wants to see what will happen at $20?
I haven't eaten since yesterday at 10 a.m.
I haven't eaten today either. Give it a break. So anyway, back to the campaign. The metal edition is super different this go around, peeps.
Super different,
Oh,
super
God.
special.
So it will be on a pearlized metal. As far as we know, we're working on getting the actual metal in right now. And the printing process is different. It is called an HD edition because the ink is actually raised. So,
And you could be like Debbie. Can't be. Remember that?
yes,
Howie.
can't be. So,
Sorry.
Anyway,
Inside joke.
so I have a sample coming to me. It's actually done, but I didn't have time to go pick it up today. Of the HD printing on regular metal, so that people will get an idea of how, just how much depth and dimension these covers will have because of this raised ink. It's mind-boggling. I have no idea how they do it. It's just incredible. And I don't even know that it will really do justice on video. This may be something you really have to see to believe. But thank you, Randy. We appreciate it.
Hey, brother, thank you.
It's just incredible. It's really super wonderful. So I'm super excited about that as well. And of course, the Pearl medal will give it that little something special to help us celebrate 30 years.
Yep. And it's going to be beautiful. How many of these, honey, are made?
I think we did 50 of each.
50? Okay.
Or maybe we did 32. I think
it might be 30 and 30.
I'm a little. Somebody, I think it was Past Master Dan, that said I look like I had a day. I have had a day, and I'm a little.
Yeah, we've had it. Yeah.
All right, we got a $20 super chat.
I know.
What?
I know.
We got a $20 super chat. Let chaos reign from me, John, and Ryoko.
Hey, hey! Thank you for that $20, Scala.
Thank you.
We're going to.
So this is going to be a closed fist hit now.
No, I won't do that.
No.
So anyway, so this is the rarest of our perks right here. How much is that one, honey? Let's scroll down. They're all numbered, right? They're all signed.
Yes, they're all, and they will be coming with a certificate of authenticity.
Perfect. I love our first ever Tucci Troopers ball cap. We've never had.
Yes, I'm
We
excited
had
about that
SHI
myself.
ball caps like in '99 or something for the 50th
Actually,
anniversary.
the first campaign we ever did, I was wearing one.
Oh, one of the old ones? Wow.
No, first campaign. I'm sorry, first convention.
Oh, the first yes, at the convention. Oh, that's right. We did it in '94. We had it, but it was just a symbol, right? No, you were wearing a Chaos Comics hat.
Oh, that's right.
You weren't. Yeah, we didn't have hats.
Yes, but we did. It was just the symbol. We did the T-shirts, collared shirts, and ball caps, just with the SHI embroidered emblem.
So we have a bunch of, like I said, we have shirts, we have hats, a lot of cool apparel. The Remark print, which is similar to this print, it's not the same. It's where I draw it. Oh, you took them all to the post. So this is for
downstairs.
Yeah, this is for this. I don't know if you want to. You don't have to. I do a little drawing in here, and this is the newest one. And we did 25 each for this one. We will be doing probably 30 each, right? I figure. Yeah. For the 30th anniversary.
We just have to figure out what image we're using.
Yeah. So that'll be I have a lot of fun with that. Again, no two are like Old Bean.
Hello.
Hello,
Oops.
JC.
Welcome, JC.
How are you, my
Joey.
friend?
Hello, Niall.
How we doing?
I got to say, I'm excited about this book.
Me too. Well, you got to get me them. We got to do those questions, Old Bean.
I know we do, and the great thing is you have to actually answer them.
Oh.
I will answer them with relish.
Yeah, I don't like relish.
You don't?
No, never did.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy, for that. So
I got to say, one of the things, yes, absolutely. Al Capone mastermind.
Yep, Stip. He likes being called Stip.
Oh, man. Past Master Dan says aloha. You know, aloha has multiple meanings.
It does.
Like, hello, goodbye. I've lost my wife. Bring me more beer. Where do you buy picture postcards?
If I can interrupt quickly, Stip,
Well
I want to thank you for the great review that you left us on, I think it's YouTube, right? Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we love the Doritos analogy.
Yeah, that's right. That was
you. Really, we really, truly appreciate all the kindness. So thank you so much.
I'd love to share that. That was a really great analysis about how we do the no fat, Old Bean, you've done it before.
You know what? Seriously, you should make a meme of that you can, like a little infographic that you can share, because I agree.
You concur?
I do concur.
You do concur.
I do.
So you actually did concur. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So Billy, and Niall knows, and Deb probably knows, that in its own bizarre way, the SHI #1 changed my life too. Not to the extent it changed yours, but it really was part of that fuel in that period where people were doing the thing that they needed to do, and I was making the decision to do that. And then I met you first time, San Diego, 94, when you signed my poster.
Well, oh, so you came to the booth?
Oh, I did come to the booth. I did come to the booth. And then of course we started hanging out at Chicago Comic Con before it became Wizard World, before it became whatever it is now.
Right.
C2E2.
No,
it's not C2E2.
So you approved of this cover then?
No, C2E2 is Reed Pop, and that's out at the Rosemont. This is out on Convention Center. I think it's a fan expo now.
I believe it is too. I believe it is. That is, yeah, because that's not Reed. That's Fan Expo. There's Fan Expo and Reed. Yes.
Yeah, Reed is downtown at that fancy schmancy convention center.
Well, I'm glad that you actually saw the SHI on the bookshelf.
Top rack, top of the rack, 3 aisles away.
Fantastic. Well, this right here.
Can I interject again?
Sure.
So the poster that JC is referring to right now is
that one.
Is that one, and we deliberately used that art for the pin and the T-shirt because it was our first poster.
Yes, I remember it very, very well.
But the image is the same.
Yeah, so if you look at it was actually recolored by Wes Hartman, because that file was digital. That was one of the first computer coloring jobs we ever had.
Was it really?
You could just see the difference in how far computer coloring has come today.
Next, that's what's behind you in the frame, right?
Yeah,
the original poster. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's number 1. That was the first one out of the box.
It's
I still
great.
have it. First thing I ever got. So yes, this will be, and I think I could work this in as our remark print too. I think I could do a cool circle here, or even maybe this right here. Honey, it doesn't have to be a circle. We make it this box right here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The scroll, and I could do a little
so you're
picture.
Gonna have to do something long then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one for you, Billy.
What's that?
I think one of the covers for Gatecrasher, this should be ran in the same pose.
Oh, what a great idea.
How about that?
What a great idea. Jeff, what is Gatecrasher?
That's a great thing. It is a
Gatecrasher. What is that?
It's a call. It's a call to action. It's a call to follow your gut, to take the dare to do the thing you're supposed to do.
Right.
Not to follow the crowd, not to do what everybody says you should do, not to listen to the gatekeepers.
And it's also our next campaign.
Which launches in February 2024. This book right here, though, is the SHI, and look at this, we're approaching $8,000. Oh my God,
wow,
that's so great. We're going like I have 40 minutes now. Thank you all. We're gonna have to come up with a stretch goal real quick.
We know the stretch goal.
I think
at what price,
for the first stretch goal, we should have touching your toes. Beyond that, I think it's a real risk.
Thank you. Thank you. So this book right here, though, guys, is it literally is the story of SHI. It's an inside look into my creative process of how I came about doing it. Jeff has been kind enough to offer to do an interview with me where we're going to cover all the various stages. This cover that you saw was not the original cover. I ended up drawing this cover later on. I had Debbie pose for me. Where's her trading card? Ow. Here's Debbie's trading card as she posed for me back in the day, 1994.
Much younger then.
We're all young. That's 30 years ago, honey. But my friend Mark Sasso painted the cover for me as a favor. But by the time I got the cover to him, I had met Neil Hansen from what was their magazine? Comics Value Monthly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say from the band.
No. Comics Value Monthly. And Neil, and she originally had a red circle over her left eye. No, her right eye. And Neil's like, drop the circle. Why do you have that circle? That's such a beautiful face. You don't need to see that circle. So when you see this original art, you will see that there was a circle there, and I erased it at the last minute. And then we changed the costume up, and Mark Sasso's cover didn't have Mark Sasso's original cover, which I guess I could find and share, was completely different. So I really didn't want to bother him again because he was doing it for nothing for me. Like, Mark, can you fix this and repaint this whole cover? So we went with this cover, and thank goodness it seemed to have worked. People, Jeff, you saw it, and what they say, the rest is history. And what an incredible March of 1994 it was. And Niall was able to make a what would you call this, Niall?
Like a bleeding cover. So we go from the original pencils into inks into the final colors.
Yeah. And
I really like that, Niall. I thought that was a very inventive approach. Early in the revitalized Valiant, they did that splitting the page vertically or horizontally, vertically, doing that with some steps. But I actually think that this worked out. It looks much more seamless.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very, very compelling.
Yeah, Niall did a fantastic job on it. So, and again, you still do see slight difference of her costume. Like her arm guards are different. She got bare hand. There's no green. There's no red on her. No gloves on her hands. But that was a little white lie. Ain't nobody gonna know. We had to get this book out, and we're gonna tell about the story of just me rushing to get to FedEx in New York City to get the film into the printer, and everything that could go wrong just
happened for every book.
I totally remember that. There were so many times with Overstreet's Fan where I had to rush the SideQuest discs to FedEx at BWI International.
What's up, J Dredd?
Hey, what's up, Dredd? And they were so like fragile. You're just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
You can't drop it.
You could drop a SideQuest disc and lose everything on it.
Thank you, Major Sean. Now, thank you, sir.
Sean.
Thank you, Major. So this is a project we're really proud of. This is going to be all of our premiere stuff to kick off 2024. All these things we will have at the cons in 2024, but of course, this is a discount to you guys because you guys are just wonderful. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful support all these years.
We appreciate you.
You stuck with us.
So much gratitude.
Yep. And thanks for every campaign. This is our 9th Kickstarter and our 9th Indiegogo that is running. It's running concurrent with Indiegogo.
It's our 10th Kickstarter.
No, I think it's 9. Project is live. Look at that. Yeah.
Are you remembering the Vetix one?
Yeah, that's included. 9.
So I don't think we did that on Indiegogo.
Yeah, because we didn't do it on Indiegogo.
So we have one more Kickstarter than Indiegogo.
We do not, because we did the She Second Chance on Indiegogo.
Oh, you are right. I stand correct.
See, a man.
Don't.
A man.
Don't. Whether or not somebody
She's gonna put that $20 super chat to use, Billy. Be careful.
Oh my god, guys, we are almost at $9,000. If you guys could share it on your social media, share it on your Instagram, your Facebook, your on the Twitter, the X, if you can, and let's go around. I want to talk about something that I found very interesting this week, if I may. That there was we can stop this for a second. We'll get back to the campaign. But Old Bean, I want to pick your brain about this bad boy. Am I still sharing? No. Okay. A retailer up in Massachusetts had this is the Facebook. Let's get to the X. No, this is the X. Okay. Had made made a post. He has a YouTube channel. It's called Scout. It's called the Comic Book Palace, right? His name is Gary.
That's right.
And
is it Glenn or Gary?
Mark Merlard tweeted it out, and I did as well. And this man for what he says, and I want to hear what you have to say, what your opinion is. Also, people out there in the audience on Facebook, on YouTube, what your opinion is as well.
Wait. You mean we have an audience?
We have an audience.
Oh, geez.
Yes, we do.
You should have went into hair and makeup, especially hair.
Thank you. All right, so am I big on this one? Let's move it over. We are.
You're good.
I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this. So let's. I'm going to give it a share.
Most of these new writers don't have the love of comics like these older writers had, and all they care about is, how can I put myself in the book? No, we don't care what you would do if you were Iron Man. We don't care who you are. You're writing Tony Stark. You're not writing yourself in a book. If that's the case, write your own comic with you in it. No one will read it because nobody cares. People grew up, growing up loving Peter Parker, loving Miles Morales, loving all these Captain America. We don't need you to put your input in it. Just write Steve Rogers. Don't write Steve Rogers. What would Steve Rogers be if I was Steve Rogers? That's not how it works. But that's again how most of these new people write nowadays. That's why most of the stuff is shit. Because we don't care what you would do, because we don't care about your life whatsoever. Just write a book, get paid for what you do, get paid for what you're supposed to be doing, and make it a good story. Most of these new writers don't have the love of comics.
Yeah. So basically, what Glenn is saying here, and he is.
May I?
Yes, honey. Yeah.
Comics is a form of entertainment that is based on escapism. You want to escape real life. So why would somebody insert their real life into a comic where it doesn't belong?
Right, and you can do that, I guess, with your own independent comic.
Yes, if you, but not as.
This is the thing where I would split hairs that I obviously don't have. I would say this: when it comes to the legacy characters, the characters that we're all familiar with, Batman, Superman, Captain America, Spider-Man, et cetera, I think he makes a good point. I would argue that your career, your entire career, is a testament to making your own character, and people will care about it. So he's letting his anger color his expression.
But Jeff, he was not saying his own character. He was saying your life.
Well, right. I know, but he just said, do your own character. Nobody will care about it. He did say that. And I just disagree. I mean, it could happen, sure. But the fact is that, you know, people that watch this channel tend to be fairly independently minded. And I really believe that I really believe that the impulse of what he's saying is correct, which is this: if you want to do a character that is entirely political in nature, or entirely about subject X or subject Y or whatever, do it. Go to town, make your character, and more power to you if you're committed to it. But coming in and working under a zero-sum game where you have to destroy something that somebody loves to do what you want to do, I don't see that as beneficial to, and especially since we're talking about these legacy characters, we're talking about corporate media here. And if the present managers of that corporation are indeed to be good stewards of their shareholders' money, then they should be protecting the legacy of those characters. And that's not what's going on now.
Right.
You know, like literally, this is what, 2 years ago now, middle of COVID. I don't even know anymore. This is the truth. But USA Today comes out with an article saying that Captain America, in the general public, now for me it always had, but Captain America had supplanted Superman as the patriotic hero that everybody knew. And literally within 2 weeks, Marvel said, "Hold my beer," and Cap got outed as a Nazi.
Right?
Like, yeah, that blew my mind.
Okay, and then go back even a little bit further, and you have, and this was just bad decision making. This wasn't political. This was just a story, but bad timing of, the Dark Knight, the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight, the second film, is doing $1 billion at the box office. And all of a sudden, if you decide, hey, I read Batman when I was a kid, I'm going to pick up a Batman comic. If you picked up a Batman comic right then, Bruce Wayne wasn't Batman.
Yep.
So our industry, which has the greatest social acceptance we have ever enjoyed, not only regularly shoots itself in the foot, it reloads.
Yeah. Well, my buddy who's is a well-known retailer here in Connecticut. I mean, he's been in business for almost 40 years now. And I remember when the movies, the first wave of the Marvel movies were going, he's like, yeah, these movies are great, but he's like, they're not doing a fucking thing for comics. He's like, no, if you get an Iron Man book now, it's a girl. If you get Thor, it's a girl. The way they were timing all these books, nothing lined up. So when he was getting new customers in, and they're like, oh, well, we want to read stuff. And they're on the shelves. Like, well, where's this? Where's that? And he's like, oh, those are back issues.
And you have to send them to the great archival collections, which thank goodness they exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's where manga.
I couldn't agree more with your friend in that regard.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that hacks me off is not the storytelling. It's the overall bad marketing of our whole industry because of this, because of the bad storytelling.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you have this man is clearly someone has said that he's fed up. He is frustrated because he sees he's been a retailer for 30 plus years, and he sees his business falling apart around him. And no one's listening. Now, a few former pros actually attacked this guy. Some fans did as well because they didn't like what he was saying. And they were shocked, though, that so many other pros came out in his defense.
Yeah.
You had me, you had Ethan, you had Mark Miller, you had Dan Panosian, Jimmy. A lot of them, the vitriol that came towards some of those pros that agree with this man, and you can't, and no one is attacking him is really disagreeing with him, it seems. They're attacking his store. Look at his his setup here, what's it? What's a caddy, like 8th grade, sophomore type of little stuff.
They're making fun of the looks of his store. They're making fun of the looks of himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he's speaking truth. And I've talked to retailers all over the country that I have met on social media, in person, at shows, and they all complain about the same thing.
Yeah.
They're like, thank God that, there's
He's
diehard
just
collectors.
saying it out loud.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the whole thing. And this is why, watch this dovetailing. This is why it's so important to support books like the SHI No. 1 30th Anniversary Art Edition. Because you get somebody who's willing to stand up for their vision and go out and do it, create what is now obviously a beloved character of 3 decades. We're not old, Billy.
I know.
And I remember those heady days where all of a sudden you're selling better than Batman, and you looked at me and like, how is this possible?
Now I
can tell you how it's possible.
Oh yeah, now you see it. Why it's possible that we're still here. And I remember like Wizard magazine. I think it was the Wizard 1997 yearbook.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of it.
It was a magazine back in the day. It was at the end of 96 to the end of, I think it was 96. And they were quoting everybody. I remember even Joe Quesada came to me and goes, I really liked your quote. Because I was quoted saying, what's wrong with the industry? Sort of, they were asking that question sort of thing. And I'm like, well, she is currently outselling Batman and Superman. And I'm really happy that she's outselling Batman and Superman. But on the grand scheme of things, and the way, and this is with the films and with DC and these legacy characters, she really shouldn't be outselling Batman and Superman. And it was almost like what was going on over there more than what was going on with us. Because I love these characters. I think we all do. He clearly does. I'm sure he didn't get into comics retailing for the money.
Okay. All right. Niall, could you pull up TJ's quote there? All right. If their books were selling in a hot fashion, I would absolutely agree with this. But we've so lowered our standard as to what constitutes hot that we're afraid to we're afraid to see that the emperor has no clothes.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm mixing metaphors.
What are the hot books now? Are there any hot books? If you recall, there was always hot books.
Yeah.
You know, there's always a hot new. What are the hot books? What are the hot creators?
There's books that are hot by comparison. There absolutely are. But
are you talking are you talking like Human Torch or something, or
Thank
Firestorm?
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. But overall, we collectively, without, and then see, this is the great thing, is this is an industry-wide problem. But let's face it, the hot books right now are kids' books.
Yeah.
Dogman.
Yeah.
They are selling a bazillion copies. Anytime that anybody's predicting the demise of comics, they're not talking about the art form.
Right.
They're talking about the ecosystem.
100%. Well, I pulled up our page because we are coming on 1 hour, guys. And we are so close to doubling. Oh, it's going up, Deb. I love when it scrolls up. Scal, let's play the video.
Yeah, let's do it. Play it.
Now, edited, directed, and produced and edited by now Scal. Keep getting the bell. Hello, everyone. SHI creator Billy Tucci here, and I'm so proud to announce the launch of our latest Kickstarter campaign, the SHI #1 30th Anniversary Original Art Edition. The groundbreaking masterwork that literally changed the face of comics and launched the Bad Girl Revolution returns in this premium formatted 112-page hardcover edition featuring the never-before-published original artwork from the book that started it all, 1994's SHI Way of the Warrior #1. The SHI #1 Original Art Edition is literally a project that is 30 years in the making, with every single original art page, penciled inks, hand-painted colors, and letters, all rescanned and digitally remastered back to their original glory. And to celebrate 30 wonderful years, we are also offering lots of other SHI-related items, including prints, apparel, commissions, coins, and special editions, including the never-before-seen SHI Way of the Warrior #1 ash can featuring my 32 original penciled pages. And the best part, all 112 pages are complete and ready for press and a quick fulfillment. We just need your help to fund it. Thank you for an amazing 30 years. We are forever appreciative of your amazing support, your faith, and together we are all SHI strong. Thanks a lot.
Fucking
thank you.
Thank you, Past Master.
I need my bell, brother. So in our first hour, we are less than $500 away from doubling our initial funding goal. Thank you all so much. What a great start to this campaign. We're having a lot of fun with it. The SHI 30th Anniversary Original Art Edition, Kickstarter Edition, live right now. It's our 9th Kickstarter. It's 112 pages of literally the story of SHI, or SHI-story. How do we say that? SHI-story.
No.
SHI-story.
SHI-story.
Did you bring up the collectible card binder?
Oh my goodness, we have a collectible card binder, don't we, honey? What is that?
It's our trading card binder.
What's in that?
It comes with an exclusive trading card that will be signed by one Billy Tucci.
And we've never done that.
No, and it
A
will
30th anniversary.
That card will
trading card.
only ever be available with the binder.
Yep. And how much is $35? And you get a sheet too with the card, so you're gonna get
One
a
sheet,
one sheet, yeah.
so that the card that comes with it stays safe. Yes.
And you can put
So
all
one-
your sheet trading
One
cards.
sheet, you'll have to fill it with your own sheets after that.
Yep.
Sorry, folks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. And,
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, Mindy is working on that. We'll have a sample next week to show you guys, because Mindy's taking Niall's design and putting it all together with logos and stuff, which I think she did. and she's got to send that to Dave to print out so we could put it together, and we'll show you guys that next week.
We're waiting on the back.
That's pretty cool.
The front
Really.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking about that when I just realized that I'm with this last campaign. With Al Capone, I'm up to 8 cards now, and so I was on the thing. Oh, I need a 9-pocket sheet.
You do? You do?
I want to put my SHI trading cards in it. I got the whole set.
We have quite a bit.
Yeah, we've got a lot of
And there is an add-on in this campaign that you can add on the Crusade trading card collection, which is all the cards from Return of the Warrior, the Omnibus, and Senryaku. So there's over 20 cards in that collection. And it includes the oversized Tiger Baby card.
That's right.
Which I think should probably be our next standee. I love that image.
Well, I don't. Would people want a standee that's vertical like that?
Well, there's people listening. They
getting so close. It was so close.
Can we do it?
Can we do it? I don't know. I think so.
Share the link in other streams, people.
Yeah, we already got a project we love from Kickstarter. Thank you, Kickstarter, for that. Thank you
so much, Kickstarter.
Yeah, thank you, Kickstarter backers. You guys rock. Our IGG backers rock too. You guys are just wonderful. You really are. I want to get back to what we were talking about before. I just saw that we were coming on the first hour, if I may, because next week on Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci, we are going to have a collective of retailers. And we want to talk to retailers about where the industry has been, what they experienced in 2023 as comic book retailers. And where do they see the industry going in 2024? Because we're going to be coming back to comic book shops in April of 2024, really March, because we'll be soliciting this book. This 30th anniversary book will be our first book into comic shops, starting in
a different version of it.
Yeah, a different version of not the premiere edition. You guys will get the premiere edition.
Well,
exclusive.
If the stretch goals allow it.
Yes,
there won't be stretch goals in that book.
No, they don't. Eric Bowman, hello, Eric Bowman.
Eric, I owe you a phone call.
Oh, okay.
I need to chat with you.
Well, Delvey, if you look and see, we did add the sketch edition just for you. So I'm really looking forward to that panel, Jeff. If you want to be on it, because you work so closely with retailers.
I will be at dinner next Thursday night.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yes.
Do tell. Is it a Christmas dinner?
It is. It's sort of a Christmas dinner. We'll be at Peak at Hudson Yards.
Oh, nice.
What is that? I'm not familiar with that.
Ooh, Billy, you should take Debbie.
Oh, okay. I'll take Debbie to Peak. It's where?
It's like about the 100th floor of Hudson Yards.
Hudson Yards. Maybe that's where we can go.
Like sort of diagonal across from the Javits Center.
Oh, it is. So it's okay.
It's
Hudson Yards.
It's pretty posh.
Peak. Is it hard to get in?
For dinner, yes.
Really?
But JC, so you got a ticket in.
You can drop my name.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Jason Jeffrey. Sammy, get well soon?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh, we're getting so close. So, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Love Scott. Thanks for all your support. Really appreciate it. Jeff, what do you got cooking?
I am, tomorrow's our advertising early bird deadline for the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide 54. So I've been monumentally busy all week. Literally fell asleep in my clothes last night. It's been a long time since I'd done that.
What can you give us a little insight on the Overstreet Price Guide number 50?
Well, I can tell you who did the covers.
Really? Who?
Yeah, that would be you.
Oh, too kind.
And we have another one yet still to announce. But the coolest part is it's the 30th anniversary of Lady Death, and as we've said, SHI, and you have created a image with the help of Mr. Wes Hartman.
Yes.
That is 2 covers that fit together into one bigger image, celebrating the 30th anniversaries.
Well, why don't we show that image, shall we?
Do you have it?
You have it handy,
brother? I have it with the trade dress.
I do.
There you go.
There you go. So here is this is the SHI cover.
Yeah.
Gorgeously colored by Wes Hartman. And look.
Oh yeah, down there. That's what it looks like with both of them.
That's the double. Look at that. So I had the honor of doing Brian Polito's Lady Death. And I had the honor and the privilege of drawing my own cover to actually grace the Overstreet price guide. Old Bean, I love what you guys did with the trade dress with the logos and everything like that.
That's all Mark Huseman. I might nitpick a little here and there, but since price guide number 40, and not that he didn't do some of it before that, but since price guide number 40, there, including all of our variants and everything else like that, I think there's only 6 or 7, maybe 8 covers that Mark did not custom build a logo for. And ranging from the Conan #1 recreation that John Romita Jr. did for us for price guide 40 for the Hero Initiative to these, and it's always suited to the characters. He's done just a remarkable job all the way around, and to do that with me looking over your shoulder is a challenge, and he does it every year.
Yes.
usually 3 or 4 editions worth every year.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, we get a lot of people who are independent publishers themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have the reach that we have or been doing this as long as we have, but they're interested in getting their books in the price guide.
Absolutely a great idea. We should, and truthfully, I'd love to do a show with you guys about this sometime soon, because this is the thing. We know that both indie guys starting out and indie guys that are fed up with the system, or not even fed up, just want to do their own thing, all are generating some a mini new golden age of independent creativity. We want them in the guide. And even and some of it might not make the physical guide, but now that we have Overstreet access, there's no reason not to list stuff. We just need to be able to prove it exists.
Right.
And so I'll put a thing in the chat for Niall with the information of this, and Niall can post it, and then you guys can use it on any other show. We do need a physical copy to go to the office of guide. When there's variants, they can send a PDF of the variant or even JPEGs of the individual covers. They need to be good size, but we want to be able to list them on Overstreet Access, and there everything is pictured. Anything that's like a special signed edition or extremely limited, like 12 copies or whatever, we're glad to have all that kind of information. And we want to make this, the price guide's about comics. It doesn't say comics that are just available in comic shops.
Excellent. Do they need ISBN numbers or barcodes or anything like that?
No, for the price guide, no, they don't. If they have them, it's great. We'll be glad to have that information, but it's not required at all. And we do want to know how it was distributed. Was it a Kickstarter? Was it Indiegogo? Was it just mail order or whatever the heck it was?
Also, the price of the book that you sold it at as well.
The price and because many of the books don't have what we would traditionally call a cover price, we want to call what was the offer price. What's the minimum Kickstarter or Indiegogo level that you will receive this comic? And so it may be variant covers of the same comic, but one's a lot more because it's a lot more rare, which I would suggest maybe that's an example of that would be your metal editions.
Yeah. So metal editions are also like I know that we do variants. Brian Polito does a lot of different variants. And those are welcome, like metal edition specials, things like that.
Absolutely, seriously. And this is the thing where you just be totally upfront. We just listed 92,000 variants,
wow.
which is pretty much dynamite in July.
Hang on.
But the real thing about this is there's no way all of those are going in the price guide. Okay. But on Overstreet Access, where I have no space limitation, it doesn't cost me a cent more to put in more comics. Where on the price guide, the printer bill the last 2 years has just been freaking skyrocketing.
Yeah.
So there may be some stuff that doesn't make the print edition.
Yeah.
But in terms of its availability, in terms of it getting priced, in terms of it being part of Overstreet, absolutely. And Overstreet Access is, man, I cannot wait to tell you guys some of the stuff that's coming really, really soon. But it's a tremendous thing for those of us that are creators. And listen, I say this as the Overstreet guy, but I know what it meant to see my first books listed in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, because it is the it's part of comic book canon, really, of the entire industry.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's also it's a collectible.
Yeah,
Really?
like literally the first price guide, a 9.6 copy of Overstreet #1, sold for, I think it was $36,000 at Heritage. And so we don't not only document history, we sort of are history.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And and you've heard me say this about a gazillion times, Billy. My day job is I run a book I grew up reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who freaking gets to do that?
Yeah. Now, Jeff, last year was the 50th anniversary of the price guide, correct?
No, that is incorrect. Last year was the 53rd.
53rd. Okay. Well, you had done a facsimile edition.
We did.
Yeah. From the very first Overstreet that Bob Overstreet put together back in the day, 50 plus years ago. I'm just really curious. And so that's 1972?
1970.
70. Can you read off, like, how much is Amazing Fantasy 15?
I don't know that one by heart, but Action Comics #1 was the top of the guide. It was $300.
That's nuts.
That's a
Detective Comics,
like
Detective Comics
$3
27 was the second highest book. It was $275.
That's crazy.
And you know what's really cool about this cover with all these logos on it? I only found this out when I was working on the facsimile edition. It's a little shiny, so it's sort of hard to see. But Bob Overstreet drew all these logos.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, he didn't have stats of them.
Was it almost like a fanzine, I guess?
Well, it was saddle stitched, where that's one of the differences in the facsimile edition is we have a spine. His was saddle stitched, so it was almost like that. It was professionally printed, but Bob had to staple them and put them together himself.
That's awesome.
Wow. In his bedroom. Jerry Roscoe, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Congratulations on the campaign, Billy. Deb, thank you. You did a cover for the first comic I worked on, and now that I am publishing my own, I need my own Tucci cover one day. Well, talk to the boss. Thank you. I'd be honored to do it. I would be honored. What book was that, Jerry? I'm trying to recall. Again, I've been doing this a long time. I've been around a long time, Jerry Roscoe.
When I was at my storage area the other day, Billy, I've been organizing my file copies where I've got one of everything, except, like, say, all except all the Avatar variants.
There's like 9,000 of them.
Yeah, I think. I've mentioned. I think they're still printing them.
I hope. Yeah, I wouldn't.
But so, and then below that, I start alphanumeric on Al Capone Vampire and Vampire PI. I haven't organized the rest of it yet, but it's starting to look like really good. But one of the things I found in there was Overstreet's fan #3 with the San Diego SHI variant cover. And that's literally the first cover I ever commissioned.
Where is that cover today?
I have my own theories.
We got a $2 super chat, Nicholas Gear. Tex.
What's up, brother?
And then Jerry answered your question. It was called Sniper and Rook from Beta 3 Comics, a self-publisher out of Chicago area.
Yes, I recall that. Those guys are awesome over there. Sniper, I did 2 covers for that, I recall. I think he bought me a BB gun, and I was able a pellet, like a airsoft gun.
That what happened to your eye?
I did the covers for an airsoft gun. You don't know about that, but I think that's what.
You're lucky I wasn't around.
My kid,
So,
you buy me,
Billy,
you buy me that airsoft.
Billy,
Oh,
did
you
you
broke
know,
10K.
Did
Billy,
we?
Did you know
Yeah.
that I actually got to meet Nicholas at New York Comic Con?
Why didn't I meet Nicholas in New York Comic
It
Con?
was not the day that you were there.
Oh, yes, okay. Debbie's getting the dog.
I thought you guys had
Oh, man. Well, Nicholas, where does Nicholas live?
Texas.
Oh, dang it, man. Next year, Scala, New York Comic Con, we got to plan something big.
Something
Plan
huge.
something cool. Maybe we'll go somewhere,
The
like to a
30th
bar.
anniversary dinner.
Yes, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
30th anniversary dinner with a number of tickets for who can
At
attend.
Hooters.
Yes.
No, so Debbie and I have a bar that went all through college. We
We
went
did not have
to
a bar.
No, we didn't have a bar. Our college bar was Peter McManus's Cafe on 19th and 7th. And maybe that's a place we can all meet and have a SHI 30th anniversary, get together party, soiree, if you will. But I'm going to share this now, Scala, if that's all right.
Let's share it.
I mean, you're better at this than me, Scala, though, going through all the perks and everything.
Yeah, but it's easier for you to go through them because you're talking about them. You know, if I just scroll through.
I don't know if
There
Debbie
you
knows
go.
that.
There we are.
Double
All right,
goal.
I got
you
a question. I got a question before you start going through the perks, which, by the way, are very impressive. And by the way, I backed it since we came on.
Thank you, old beat.
I can't, seriously, can't wait. Like I told you, this thing in its own way changed my life too. But one thing I want to find out, how long are you guys going to be on?
Oh, maybe till I don't know, 9.
All right, I may be able to
9:30.
Pop back, but I got to run now.
I want to get a glass of wine. Oh, here we go. So, Jeff, real quick, I am going to copy this and put this in the comment section. This for those creators out there who are looking to submit your books to the Overstreet price guide, so you can get into the guide. You would send it to Mark Huseman at Overstreet right here. So that's where you could and send him your book, send him a physical copy, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
With
and then include a note about, like your contact info, obviously, because if there are variants or any kind of information that you want to share about it, one of the things we'll ask is, by comparison, what would be your description of the book, just like it would be if it was in previews, that kind of thing like that. Mm-hmm. If you give us your contact info, that way we can email back and forth and get any variant covers and all that kind of stuff. But the reason for it is, some price guides used to list books before they came out, and we've never been that. And so they have to physically exist for us to do that. And I think that's about it. But there's more, and Mark can tell anybody a lot more about the specifics about what we need in terms of JPEGs or PDFs or whatever.
And again, most importantly for yourselves is the minimum price.
Yeah, the big thing is and that is a thing, and that's such a change, because before we had cover price, you could just look at it and tell. But even with some of the variants from the big guys, they don't put a price on them anymore, so the retailers can set it. So we want to know what's the intended thing. Ooh, just scrolled up again, Billy. 10,379.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. What a great hour. Oh, even more. What a great hour. This is awesome. She's back, baby. She's back.
She's back.
She is back. So I want to go through some things. So you're going to tap out, Jeff, for a bit?
I am, and if I can get back before 9, I will. But thank you very much for having me on. Thank you for the chance to talk about the guide and get all these either established or budding creators involved, and also to be a part of this one. I look forward to knocking out this interview with you, and lots to talk about, man.
Excellent. Jeff, before you go, what do you have in the pipe, aside from what we're doing? for JC Vaughn.
Big
Created
freaking
Super
year,
Genius.
man.
What's that?
I got a 2-issue flip book miniseries, Al Capone Vampire and Vampire PA Origins. We are adapting. We're already 16 pages in on the adaptation of the original short story for Vampire PA, which was called Vampire Hunter Dean. And strangely enough, it takes place in Miami. I have no idea how that happened. But and then I think Mr. Broly has 8 pages for us for the Al Capone origin story, which is the origin of Detective Sipple and his great-grandfather, who Capone messed around when he was an honest cop in corrupt Chicago. Then we have the crazy thing that I'm looking forward to for next summer, Captain Action versus Al Capone Vampire.
I can't believe you got Captain Action.
Yeah, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched about it because I figured a way to write a story that doesn't violate any of those characters in any of the characters.
Are you working with Ed
Cato and Joe Ahern and Michael Polis, who are the owners of Captain Action Enterprises, and then it's just our usual team of Brendan and Brian Frame and me and Mindy. And I'm real excited about that. And then already designed and already, like, literally, if I had a cover I could print, we're going to do a graphic novel of The Flight, which was my online 6-part serialized story, which will now see print as an original graphic novel about the last survivors of the human race, maybe finding a planet they could maybe live on. And finding out that the hardest thing that they've got to face isn't the element, it's human nature. And then also already designed is the collected edition of Al Capone Vampire.
Excellent.
Oh, excellent.
Now you got something Windows popped up.
What?
You have Windows pop up. Live viewers, see people's names.
I don't see it.
I don't have anything. That's you.
You don't see that?
No.
Then it's you.
Well, it's blocked.
Nope.
How do I get rid of that? Why am I seeing that?
I don't know. It's not on my end, bro.
Hey, and Randy just pointed out, Nicholas, thank you very much. And Randy just pointed out, there we go.
One backer from 200.
Oh, holy cow.
And I do have one more thing that I can tell you before the end of this year. I told Debbie about this when we spoke earlier.
Sorry.
Everybody who backed either on Indiegogo or on Kickstarter is getting a customized Christmas card with all my characters on it.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Which is amazing.
Yes.
So at any rate, guys, thanks for having me on. And if I can get back, I will, just like Paul McCartney. And I'll talk to you later.
Very cool.
All right, old bean. We'll talk to you on the morrow.
By the way, one mini rant, real quick.
Yes, we love rants.
Okay. Facebook is suppressing my post about Pearl Harbor.
Are you kidding me?
I literally have 2 likes on it. And it's FDR's speech from the 8th.
Unbelievable.
Disgusting.
True.
Is that impossible to believe? I can.
Well, I got blocked, or I put in Facebook jail for 2 weeks because I posted a picture of 9/11 on 9/11. 2 weeks. Right. I was in Facebook jail.
That's right.
These people that want to ignore history
are doomed to repeat
are going to be surprised when it repeats.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My goodness.
Well, at any rate, enough.
All right, old bean.
Talk to you later. Billy, very happy for the success. Deb,
thank you, brother.
I'll talk to you guys later.
You got it, pal.
JC.
So, guys, here for our Indiegogo backers out there, this campaign is also live on Indiegogo right now. You guys have unlocked the first stretch goal, which will benefit our Kickstarter backers too. Is that the comic went from being the book went from being comic book size to now omnibus size, so it's going to look just dandy on the shelf next to your other SHI books. And Niall has Mindy's designing after Niall's type and everything that the spine is going to be similar to this. So they'll look really nice next to one another. And we are shooting. We're going to talk about our next stretch goal is to gold foil accented and accents and spot gloss on the cover. So if you guys saw this book, hold on, honey. Hold on. We have, if you see that, if you can, there's this beautiful gold framing around it. Right there. See that gold foil framing? And it goes all the way to the back as well. That is what will be on and the spot glossing too. If you see it, I don't know if I have bless you, honey.
Bless you.
If I have the correct lighting. You could see the spot, the logos are spot glossed. Other aspects of that. So you will get the spot glossing on the new one. Oh, there you go. So you can see it. Bless you, honey.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's our next stretch goal, which will be unlocked. Afterwards, I assume, are we going to do a dust jacket cover?
I guess.
Yeah, I think you guys want a dust jacket cover.
Yeah.
Kind of uniform on the shelf, then a dust jacket would be next.
Yeah.
Will it have the built-in red bookmark?
We
know.
don't.
I'm sitting on the fence about that. If anybody wants to comment on it, it's a smaller book, so I'm not sure it actually needs the red ribbon bookmark. But again, we can make that a stretch goal if everybody wants it. But I don't know if it's necessary in this book since it's only 112 pages.
Yeah.
But I'm open to hearing people's feedback on that.
Then a slipcase. So TJ does want a slipcase. So thank you guys. So we are nearing on this campaign, the Indiegogo campaign, which launched last week. 32 days left to this campaign. This campaign will end on January 8th, Elvis Presley's birthday on Kings. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, John will have me on the post Kangs because it closes at 3 a.m. on the 9th. And we are so close to $18,000. Again, closing in on that bad boy. This is a big book. We're giving no expense spared. These aren't cheap. These are more of a like.
We don't ever do that.
No, we don't.
We always make sure that people are getting more than what they paid for.
Right. Mm-hmm. And again, this book right now in both campaigns, it's $50 for this book. The MSRP on this book, when it does go to comic shops, will be $60. So, but you also will not be getting the premiere edition.
$70.
Is it 70?
I think so. If the
I say 70.
80, this one should be
$70. Boom. Because we didn't do the MSRP yet. the ISBN yet. So you're going to save $20, guys, if you buy this book here at this campaign. This is driving me nuts seeing this stuff here.
What do you have there? What are you seeing?
It's popped up. It's got the live viewers, but it's frozen.
It's 3 boxes.
3 boxes.
Oh, that's weird.
Information.
I'll take a picture, Niall, and I'm going to send it to you.
You gonna send it to me? Let me see.
Yep. TJ James, smile, will you?
He broke your lens.
Smile, TJ. Okay, now I'm going to send this to you.
Live tech support.
Now, what is going on with you?
Well, I'm pretty excited. Tuesday, I'm going to be chatting with Casper Van Dien.
Wow.
Looking forward to that. We're going to be talking some Starship Troopers.
Guy.
He really is very humble.
We've seen
His
him at a couple
Tarzan. So that's going to be Tuesday, December 12th at 9 p.m. We're going to be live with him. So join in, ask questions.
Tell everybody, because he's a very friendly, very open guy, loves to chat, and just all around nice to be around. So
yeah,
and everybody should
very humble.
Yes,
very loves comics, loves comic book art. So they came up to us, him and Jen, at that convention.
Yes,
and we had met Jennifer, his wife, a few years.
She brought him over after we met.
And just what a really cool dude.
Yeah. He was at Roy and John were at a convention, and he came up, and he doesn't typically. I guess he's, he loves comics and stuff, but he's never really got like starstruck with a creator.
Right.
And when he knew Roy Thomas was there, he actually brought a couple books to have signed.
Oh, Oh, wow.
and came over to them, and they started talking this and that, and it's like, yeah, come on, let's do the show.
That would be great.
That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, here we are. Ah, we're almost at $11,000. Could we
Almost.
possibly, in our first day or first few hours, could Kickstarter catch up to Indiegogo?
It's a possibility.
I mean,
We've got other time zones to hit still.
That's true. That's true. Thank you so much, honey. Take over for a second. Scroll through here. I got something to do real quick.
I don't know how to do that.
Yes. All right, Niall.
We'll go through the perks again.
Yeah. If you grab here and you scroll like that, do you want to?
Have to go?
I have to go real quick. Do you want to?
Where?
Okay, so you can sit here. Sit here in the throne.
Do you want me to scroll through it for you?
That would be great.
Yeah, so you can stop sharing my
just-
screen, Niall.
I'll chat, I guess, and describe things.
All right, I stopped sharing, Niall. I'll be right back. All right, I'm
All right.
gonna feed the dog.
That's the
what you're
Debbie
going
Tucci
And
hour.
a glass of wine.
Oh, he wants alcohol. That's why.
That's what he needs. He needs that wine.
Yes, he's telling everybody he's going down to feed the dog, but that's not what's happening.
No, he already said he wanted wine. He was like, "Don't tell Debbie."
Like I don't ever know these things. This is why you get slapped in the head.
There you go.
All right, so I guess we left off last time with that metal cover, right?
Yep.
So, and we discussed the trading card binder, which is also very exciting. I'm super thrilled about that that standee. The t-shirt, we kind of briefly alluded to. The t-shirt is the image behind me from our very first poster with the gentleman Todd from St. Clair decided to play around with the design and put that city background behind it, which I think looks really cool on the black shirt.
Mhm.
So we went ahead with that, and then of course bundled it with a t-shirt with the ball cap for anybody who wants both. And all of these things we've mentioned will be in the I Want It All level, which we do for every campaign that we do, which is all the way at the bottom. So if you love all of this stuff and the book and the ash can, you can get everything all at once. So that's always good to check out. You'll get all the prints. You'll get the remark print. It's a great value too. And then Billy's also doing commissions as always. He is little by little getting caught up on them. He is a little behind, as most of you who've pledged know, but he is starting to catch up. So I'm excited.
And those are sold out already.
Are all three of them sold out?
Yeah, you can't back it.
Holy cow. Okay,
Yeah.
well, ignore what I just said. Sorry. And thank
Unless
you to
it's
those
just
of you
me.
who have backed it already. We really appreciate it. And Past Master Dan, I hate autocorrect too. I scream at autocorrect at least once a day.
Nice. So we got the trading card binder. So this is the first time you guys done a trading card binder?
Yes. Well, not in the history of SHI, but in the history of crowdfunding. Now, can you pop up Nicholas Gear's comment about the ash can? Yes. So the ash can and print. Actually, we got the ash cans in before the print this time, if you can imagine that. And they just arrived yesterday. So they were all signed and bubble wrapped today. Anybody who bought them as a bundle. And we'll go out. It'll probably take a couple days to actually pack them and label them. So I would say by Monday the latest, anybody who ordered or pledged for the ash can on Zombie Sama who didn't get it yet will be getting some notification from ShipStation or USPS that it's in the mail to you. So thank you very much for your patience. Billy kind of redid the Gatecrasher pages a couple of times, which is what took it so long. But Billy and myself love to be as perfect as we can be. We know that's not always possible, but we try and strive for that. So that is why some things take longer than we expect, but we hope and feel like it's worth it in the end.
You know, Deb, I want you know, now that we kind of have just you here, though, I kind of want to, we're talking 30 years of SHI, right? And I mean, obviously, you and Billy met in college. I don't think in college you thought that you would be in the world of comic books, but how has that been for you 30 years in the comics industry?
A lot of things. Wow, I don't even know where to start with that. So obviously it was a learning curve for me because I knew nothing about comics. Exhilarating, exhausting, roller coaster. I mean, you name the emotion, we've experienced it. Everything from elation to disappointment. But I think it's that way with any business, but especially in one where there's so much creativity involved. But yeah, we always have no loss for stories.
Yeah. Now, when SHI #1 was coming out, like, you were there during the development of it. Was it like that kind of like hitting the lotto experience when it just kind of hit and it blew up?
It was, I don't know if it was a lotto. But it was definitely elation. It was definitely, holy cow, like this could be big for us. This could be huge. It definitely wasn't the lottery. And that, that's, I think, something that everybody needs to remember, that nothing that we do in comics is inexpensive. So everything we do always costs money. Paper costs money. Mailing paper costs a lot of money because paper is heavy. So just the fact that Billy and I knew that Billy now had a career when this took off, that, okay, this is something we can really do and that we could do together. That I had, even though my experience up until that point wasn't in comics, I did have enough business and marketing experience that I could at least contribute and help. But it also led to some arguments too, because there are things, especially back then, that are done in the comic industry that aren't done in any other industry. So as Billy was telling me things like Diamond expected us to pay shipping to go to, or all the, not even just Diamond, all the distributors, and there were a lot then, there wasn't just Diamond, but they all expected us to pay shipping. And I was shocked. I'm like, when on earth does the customer not pay shipping?
Yeah.
And, that was something that we really, again, when you're talking about hitting the lottery, we knew we didn't hit the lottery. We needed to make sure that we could afford not only to print these books, but to mail them and send them, So when we were coming up with money in the beginning to set this off so it could get to the comic book store, so it could be the success that it now is, it was, stealing from Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
Because there was always something that, for me, as the marketing end of this, just didn't make sense because this business is just different.
Now, was it like, how was it with like family and friends seeing like what you guys were building? And
it was amazing. It was really amazing. My parents were so proud of him. His mom was over the moon and proceeded to move in with him.
You gotta have a cook, right? Gotta get those chicken cutlets.
She never told me she loved me till I got famous.
Oh, well, she had a few things on her mind prior to that.
No.
But it was an amazing journey. It really, look how smooth.
See, I told you I'm little.
Come on, one. Can you see me?
No, we can't see you, Billy. There's all these like windows over your face.
Dude, so what are those windows, bro?
I don't know what you hit. I don't know why they're popped up.
Oh, well. It is what it is.
Oh, you can see them now?
Nah, I'm just messing with them.
Oh.
No, I sent you a text message.
Oh, unclick the eye.
Unclick the eye.
Look at the top where the count is.
I do see that.
Maybe the number?
Oh, no, I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Yeah, okay. I don't want to see that.
It went away.
Oh, okay. One more.
That's reactions. So get rid of reactions. How do we do that?
I didn't know you could click that part. Look at that.
You have to stop scrolling over it. Every
Would you
time you
look at
scroll over
that?
it, it comes back.
All reactions. I didn't want to see the reactions.
And there you go again. Back to viewers.
He's taking boomer lessons from Aaron.
The 32. You have to click the 32.
Try clicking the 32 and see if it goes away. Because when I clicked it, it popped up, and then I clicked it and it went away.
I'm clicking it. Oh! It went big, but I don't see any. Now let me see if I can escape.
They're gone. Why? Just leave it big. What difference is
There
it?
you go. Because I want to see what the peoples are saying.
Okay. I didn't know you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
It was big. Sorry. My mistake.
And what is that book, honey?
What
This
the-
one right here, this metal edition. What is that?
Oh, we're talking about that again.
Well, people
Sure.
come in and out. Why
Okay,
not?
yeah. So
or you want
this,
to talk about
again,
the adventure?
So we'll go back to what I said in the beginning for those of you that missed it. As the 25th anniversary is a silver anniversary and the 50th anniversary is a gold anniversary, the 30th anniversary is the pearl anniversary. So we're trying to come up with as many pearl things or things with pearl accents that we can for our 30th year.
Oh, I got to draw Shia variant with her with just pearls,
Okay,
right?
sure.
Like one of your French girls.
What French girls?
Like
Oh,
you want,
I know what you're
you
talking
wanted me
about.
to draw you like one of my
I
French
never
girls.
did. That's frontal panic. Thank you very much. Anyway, so the metal edition for this campaign is different from any metal edition we've ever done for two reasons. First and foremost, will be a pearlized metal. We believe we're just confirming that we can get them, but our printer is 95% sure we should be able to get them in time. Or the metal in time.
In time
And
for what?
most important to fulfill. So most importantly this is an HD metal, which is what our printer is calling the technique that he uses to print on the metal, which actually it has dimension and is raised from the surface. So it will not be a flat printed book. You will feel her hair. You will probably feel her gloves and a few other things that have been highlighted. More so on the color portion of the cover as it's graded from pencil to color. And it's just exquisite. It is not something that is easy to explain, or we're hoping. I just got a message that the sample was completed yesterday on standard metal. Yes.
Oh, standard metal.
On standard metal, yeah. Just so that we could show the printing technique, which we'll do, I guess, on our next live stream. But I don't even know if video will capture it. It's not to be missed. If you've done our metals before, this is not one to miss. And if you've never done a metal before, you're going to have something that nobody else does. It's not just a metal cover. And of course, it will be numbered as well. Full packard pearl necklace.
You know what that is?
Oh.
That's Jimmy Reyes. You have to yell at Jimmy next time you see him.
I thought you were talking about stretch goals and putting little pearls in there. You guys are
I'll
gross.
give everyone a back this.
You're all gross.
Why not?
Oh, you don't mean like a real pearl necklace?
Boys, all I have to say is ew.
We get like little plastic pearls.
Yeah, you do like little plastic pearls?
Like in the stretch goal pack,
Yes,
everyone gets
I
pearls.
thought that would
What
be
a
funny.
great idea.
Maybe they could actually be on the book.
Well,
Like in
I'm
your
working on
necklace.
something there, but we'll have to see. I'm not finished yet.
for the jeweled edition, you think it pearls?
Ooh.
I believe it may have to be on metal though, and not on. But so just because we've launched this campaign does not necessarily mean it's complete. If you joined us on Indiegogo, you know that we've added a couple of things since the inception of the campaign, and Kickstarter will be no different. We have a few things we're still working on, and if we can make
Nope,
them
that's-
all.
Isaac was obviously not watching us right
No, Isaac's not watching. If we can get them all tied up and know that we can get them in time for this fulfillment, there are at least 2 other things I'm working on, and maybe more.
Yeah, because that's all handmade, all that stuff.
Yes.
It's all produced by hand.
Yes.
So again, this is Debbie was like, why do this book when I was first doing it? She wanted to jump into Gatecrasher first. But I've always wanted, an artist edition of SHI #1 because I kept all this stuff.
Yeah. And
I was told by people, to do that. And I just think why don't we make the most prestigious book we've ever produced? And again, I look at these pages that I have all these original art pages and stuff. And I go through the book and I see the interior pages. And I think I'm a far better draftsman today and storyteller. But man, when I look at that book, I just get a smile that just comes across my face because I was so passionate. Maybe to the point of annoying people. I don't know, honey. What do you think? Yes. Or no?
Yes.
To the obsessive, if you will. Especially that no one, Scala, back in the day when you were like, I don't know, how old was Lauren?
How old is she?
Well,
now?
when the book came out?
Yeah, how old were you?
I was 90. I was 10.
10. So that, aside from our family, no one really believed in this book. I
had to hide the book under my mattress.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, guys, look, she's naked.
Oh, they don't understand how they used to meditate, do they, Deborah? They just don't understand.
Whatever you say.
Yep. Somebody called it. Somebody said SHI. I would never support SHI. It's right wing Orientalist garbage, something like that. It's like, have you ever read the book?
Back in '94, or was this
no,
recent?
No, recent. Like someone said, what do you think of SHI? I see that they have the new Senryaku omnibus out, and it looks really cool if they like getting it. And some idiot, how Reddit goes. Scala.
Oh yeah, Reddit. I hate Reddit.
It's hot in here. Want to turn the heat off upstairs? Do that real quick?
It's just the wine and your turtleneck.
And I'm chuckling.
All right, I'm going to turn the heat off because it's really hot.
Tucci's going to have to wear a helmet at this point. I love that.
It's the wine and the turtleneck, Billy.
Oh, good stuff.
Gotta love the Tucci, everybody.
Yes, he is a unique individual. That's for sure. Keeps me on my toes, probably a little more than I would like to be.
Yes, I know. Up here he comes.
What happened?
What?
Nothing.
Oh,
We're just talking about you.
talking about me?
Yes.
Where are we at right now?
Oh, you broke over 11.
Oh, hit the bell, honey. Hit the bell.
Boom.
Scala, we need a, whatchamacallit, Scala? We need a digital bell, like a bell to ring.
Put in the sound effects board?
Yeah.
We could do that. Wait, don't we have a recording of your bell?
I did do a recording of the bell. I don't think we ever used it, though.
Oh, I bet I have it. I think it's in one of the videos
guys.
you sent.
Poor Belle has really been through the
I need to get a real bell, though. It's kind of a
through
cheap
the fire.
one. I bought it for like $3.99 on Amazon. So I need that. That's good for the cons. And then I just need to buy on eBay. They have the old bells, like old school heavy bells.
Oh, yeah.
And they're cheap. They're like $10 to use bell.
Where's your weird little gong thing?
It's right here. But it's
Sounds
like a
sounds like hitting
a,
tinfoil.
yeah, it's like an emasculated gong.
It sounds like somebody dropped a pan. Ow.
Yeah.
Goes good with the wine. I have not eaten since yesterday at 10 a.m.
I know. So that wine's going to be hitting you quick.
I've been doing a 36-hour fast. And I think I'm going to do one every week. I really like it. I feel great. I've been having her energy fizz with water, tea, and Relight. To get those electrolytes and stuff like that in me, and that's it.
Well,
Paul Taylor.
Paul Taylor, Billy, December 11th, Leafs at Islanders. You going or are you too afraid?
I'm not afraid. That's my friend just texted me about that game. And let me look at the schedule. I think we have the 11th of December. Dude, I was at the game when Tavares came back. Oh, it's Monday night. It's the Kings. I got to see. If he calls me, then maybe I'll go. I love the Kings. I look so forward to the Kings and the Bros every week. And Thursday Night Live, of course.
Of course.
Yep. I know next Wednesday, I'm on Graham Nolan's Storytellers. Next week on Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci, we're going to have a host of retailers, and we're going to discuss things that are going on in the industry, what 2023 meant to them, and what their expectations for 2024, what they'd like to see change in the industry. Because let's face it, aside from manga and those young adult books, the industry's in deep trouble. What was Ethan talking about?
What's that?
Yeah, what was Ethan talking
No,
about?
I was watching him earlier before we were going live, and I just saw I had it up and I was clicking. I was trying to close it.
So, Paul, if you're going to that game, I'll go to that game. I'm not afraid of the Leafs. Are you kidding me? So I hate that team more than any team. Them and not the Rangers. Debbie likes the Rangers. And Tampa. I hate Tampa too. Right now, I hate Columbus Blue Jackets because they're beating the Islanders 2-1.
You're so negative.
Am I?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
There's a lot of hockey left. A lot of. So anyway, guys. So now, Randy Howell. Thank you. We're approaching $30,000 on a No Fan Left Behind campaign. Thank you for an amazing first week on Indiegogo and an extraordinary first day on Kickstarter. Holy crap! I wonder if Kickstarter can catch up to. Oh my gosh! How balls would that be?
That would be amazing.
That would be
Calgary.
balls.
Oh, okay. I had the weekend. I had the weekend package, but with Matthews Wrestling, I'm not going to get it again until next year. But I have so many friends with season tickets that I could pretty much go whenever I want. And then also VetTix also offers almost every game. Well, not almost every game. But they have a couple of games a month. And season tickets, that's 41 games. That's a lot of hockey to go to, especially when you live 2 hours away from the arena. Because we're farther out east than Belmont is.
You don't really live 2 hours away. It's just the traffic that very often interferes, makes it 2 hours.
Yeah,
away.
if we go on a Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, we'll get there in 45 minutes.
Yes.
But if it's like 45 miles away, that's it.
And
It's
that
nasty traffic on Long Island.
Scala.
Yeah.
So we have Casper Van Diem next week.
Yep. Tuesday, 9 p.m.
That's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And
9 p.m.
is there a crowdfunding comic show?
Yep. There's a crowdfunding comics show Wednesday. Just verifying our guests for that, making sure everyone's still on board.
Thursday Night Live with Bill Tucci.
That's right.
Which will be the retailer showcase, the retailer roundtable.
The retailer roundtable. There
Retailer
you go.
Yep. And honey, can I jump in there real quick because I want to share for some
I have
people
to
that
move
popped
now,
in.
Bye.
You're leaving?
I said I have to move.
Oh, okay. But Niall, I'm curious to you. How does Billy manage to hang on to a hot young wife? How is that possible? Well, she married me for my money.
No, I didn't. You had to.
She had the money. She got out of college. How much were you making a year?
Out of college.
Out of
Back then, $35,000.
$35,000 out of college, and that was probably like 80 grand now. You're 21 years old.
Easily.
I got out of college making $22,000 a year. So I had no money. and then I was working at Macy's designing children's wear. And I started seeing all of my designs. Thank you, CJ. I started seeing all my designs on TV commercials and in TV, and on shows and stuff like that. Because I was the children's wear designer for Macy's private label. So I went in and I'm like, can I get a raise? I can't even, I'm living in New York City. I'm making $22,000 a year. Half my paycheck went to my rent. And they gave me a raise to $23,000.
They appreciated you. That's
yeah.
why.
So then I got an offer from a job. Someone who went to school with us or somebody who used to work at Macy's said, Billy, there's this company. They want to hire you. They love your work, and I was making 35 grand a year, but by then you're probably making 45, 50. So I left Macy's, and I remember my boss told me, the vice president of design at Macy's told me, he's like, Billy, we'll give you 30 grand. That's all I can do right now. But listen to me. If you stick with this company, you will be sitting in this chair someday. If you want to be the vice president of design, Billy, this is yours. Because I was one of the few guys there, that was, and when I make my presentations, I wear suits and stuff like that. And I'm like, but I can't afford it. I'm dying here. I can't afford to live here. So I took the other job. And what was it, 3 months later? Not even 2 months later, the company went out of business and I got laid off.
Oh, shit.
Well, there's no going back to Macy's, was there, Scala?
That'd be funny if they promoted you for like a day and then they went under.
That would. No, I was making 35 grand for like 6 to 8 weeks.
Hey, there you go.
If Macy's promoted you and a day later, other company went out of business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get it now?
Yeah. So that sucked. But doing that, then I was doing freelance work, and I was able to work on my silly little comic book called SHI, which I have.
I supported us.
Well, she supported us. Going to restaurants and stuff like that. And
we didn't go to many restaurants.
No, we didn't. But what I had, Cafe Louis. But what I was able to do here with what little money I had was that I was lucky enough to make color Xeroxes of all the pencils to SHI Way the Warrior.
They had color Xeroxes back then?
Yeah, dude. They're like,
what?
They're like $4 each at Kinko's. So I was able to make these. Why? I don't know. I think it's because I didn't know if this comic book was going to take off or if I was ever going to make any money off of it or if it would be the only comic I would ever make. But nothing was going to stop me from making a comic book. There was no plan B. I was making this comic book. Hopefully I was going to be able to make some money off of it. But when I threw myself into it, right? I mean, I was all in. And I decided to, let me copy every stage of this book. And thank God I did, because now this is stuff that only Debbie and I have seen, right? Who else? Maybe Barry Orkin, who did the original colors, paints. He saw it. But what we have here too is that in this book is going to be the entire SHI Way of the Warrior #1, completely remastered, rescanned. With here's the original colors, and it's on an acetate sheet, which I was able to glue with a glue stick, and I had to cut all these letters out. So what this book will be is the first 32 pages of this book will be the original SHI Way of the Warrior #1, completely rescanned in, and remastered with Mindy working her magic digitally to make it the highest 1200 DPI.
I love Mindy.
We do love Mindy a lot.
We would not be here if it were not for Mindy. She's amazing.
She really is. And this is Debbie's legs, and I have a picture of her doing this. I got to find those.
Oh, good God. Please, no.
We'll make trading cards out of them.
Stop. And then the preceding pages after the original Way of the Warrior remastered comic will be a lot of insight. There's going to be a lot of me talking about the various stages, and you will have the original paints then. So then we scan this in like this with the original Barry Orkin hand painted colors.
I can remember him bringing those watercolor
I
sheets.
know.
The colors are so tight on those still too.
What?
The colors on the pages are still so vibrant still.
Yeah.
At least it looks that way on the camera.
Yep. And especially with today's...
You keep them in a dark area away from UV lights?
In a closet. And then, of course, I have all the original art to Way of the Warrior #1. So here's the original cover. See the little white out over the nose because I inked it on. I'm like, I like that nose.
Such a cute nose.
And that... Is it a kid?
This is a cute little nose.
Whispering. And there's Debbie who posed for it.
Stop.
Look how cool that is, honey.
Oh, yeah.
You posing and then the original art. And so I have all the original art. So you will get to see for the first time ever all of the original pages of SHI Way of the Warrior #1, including machete-wielding maniac Boy, what fun this was. Holy cow. This was a fun book. I go through this. Did I almost hit you in the face?
Yes, you
Sorry. So here's a funny story, guys. Debbie hates
what?
that panel.
Which panel?
The one of her standing, turning.
Oh, yeah.
She hates that panel. And I'm like, no,
Wait,
it looks great.
Wait, let's see if anybody can guess why I hate that panel.
This one right here of her standing. Scala, why would Debbie hate that?
I don't know. I want to hear from Debbie.
Yeah. Well, why, Deb?
Because nobody can stand like that.
That's not true.
Her body's facing one way, the rest of her body's another, and her feet are a third way.
No, she's
I tried to do it. I can't. Nobody can.
a dancer could.
A dancer could do that, right?
Really, I was a dancer then.
She was.
Knucklehead.
Philbo says her butt's too perky.
Oh no, there's never too much butts, perky butts. And we got a $10 super chat from the Canuck that says, "Love it, do it again." You can hit me. I'm giving you permission to hit me.
You did that one though. Before.
I know. That's why. Holy crap! We're closing in on $12,000.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
You guys are
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you.
Have you seen any? Has there been some people in the comments said that they backed Indiegogo? So has those numbers gone up too tonight?
I don't know,
We
Scala.
haven't checked.
Yeah, let's see. Do you want to share Indiegogo?
Do you have your
Or no?
Indiegogo one open still, or did you close it?
No, Indiegogo's
Here.
open. It's only a week old now, Scal. Do you want me to share?
No. Your window on your computer open.
Oh, I have it open.
That's what I was saying. If you still had it open, but I'll pull it up right here.
No, I'll pull it. Okay, I'll pull it up.
I'll do it for you. You know, you guys relax. You know. There we go. Oh yeah.
Let's see
It did, Billy. It did, Billy.
Oh, 18,000.
$13.
Thank God.
You guys kick
Nice.
ass.
You.
Yeah, Randy
Thank
Howell
you so
back
much,
tonight.
Randy Howell. Randy, we love
Citizen
you, bro.
Ronan.
And Ronan too. Thank
Sis,
you.
thank you, buddy. You guys rock. This is a fun one on Indiegogo. If you want to scale through, you want to play the video on Indiegogo video, bro?
Yeah, let's play it. Oh, son of a bitch! Now.
Hello, everyone. She creator Billy Tucci here, and I am so proud to announce our latest Indiegogo campaign, the SHI #1 30th Anniversary Original Art Edition. The groundbreaking masterwork that literally changed the face of comics and launched the Bad Girl Revolution returns in this premium formatted 112-page hardcover edition featuring the never-before-published original artwork from the book that started it all, 1994's SHI Way of the Warrior #1. The SHI #1 Original Art Edition is literally a project that is 30 years in the making, with every single original art page, penciled inks, hand-painted colors, and letters, all rescanned and digitally remastered back to their original glory. And to celebrate 30 wonderful years, we are also offering lots of other SHI-related items, including prints, apparel, commissions, coins, and special editions, including the never-before-seen SHI Way of the Warrior #1 ash can featuring my 32 original penciled pages. And the best part, all 112 pages are complete and ready for press and a quick fulfillment. We just need your help to fund it. Thank you for an amazing 30 years. We are forever appreciative of your amazing support, your faith, and together we are all SHI strong. Thanks a lot.
Ding! I knew it.
Thank you. So I did. So if Niall, if you see that video and I go booyah,
Yeah,
because I done like 4 takes of it.
I know. I kept it because I watched you sent me like a whole reel of all your
I know,
takes, and I was
so-
like, I'm gonna leave that in
Finally
there.
got through it.
And I was
That's
like,
why you did that.
yes, move on to the next one.
He's so funny when he does those things because goes so fast.
I
And I'd
know.
be like, okay, all right, and then he'll talk to me even though I'm not
We
there.
do a blooper reel like we did the first time on
Boys.
on
Yeah.
Yeah.
our
With Debbie.
The vet ticks.
Yeah, I gotta find that.
With all the curse words you use and stuff.
I know.
Get it right, Billy.
Well, you know what is it? Because now we've done almost 700 shows. And we've gone through a lot of campaigns, and we love supporting indie creators and all. But sometimes some of these videos are long and drawn out. And they are just like, so I am so shell-shocked by seeing so many droning, boring narratives. And I'm hanging out with the Kings, man. These guys are all like, these guys are pros. You look at, you look at Ethan, you look at Andy Smith, you look at Cecil. So I'm trying to be fast and try to talk fast so I can make the video shorter. And then I stutter, I stumble.
It's pretty fun. It's fun to watch. It's a good laugh.
Yeah,
I should start taking some of those clips and putting it at the end.
Maybe we should.
Maybe.
Yep.
It's not like I'm going to do anything at work tomorrow. Maybe I'll mess around with it.
Videos from when we did the first Kickstarter and play the.
I think I can find it. I think I can find if I go into
one
Facebook.
Where I'm screaming at the kids.
Yeah, I think I can find that real quick.
They're hitting the house with a baseball while we're filming.
I think I can find that in my videos. Hang on. Oh, look at Dennis Barger showing up. Got to get Dennis Barger on the show next week. Sure. Nope, it's not there. Oh, if I go to the original Kickstarter. Oh, no, the bloopers aren't on the Kickstarter.
And it's gone anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Well, Scala, we've been going for over 2 hours.
Wait, before we go,
if
you can go back up, Paul Taylor mentions on my comic. If you want to click on his, we can discuss that.
We gotta talk for my comics, honey. We
I
have
know.
to help. Luke's a good guy, dude.
Okay, so
hang on. Let's find Paul. There we go.
There it is. So first of all, Paul, thank you very much for pledging. We are not ignoring Fund My Comic, but we are trying to figure out the best way to start with them, while still making sure we take care of Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So I think what we discussed last time is doing something kind of like the Second Coming campaign on Indiegogo and putting together a collection of things that exist that only go to. So basically, as we talked about at the beginning of the campaign, how sometimes we do have overages because we have to overcompensate for additional backers on In Demand and damages and whatnot. So if we put together some of those things that we still do have left that we'd like to keep just for the campaigners, we would possibly put that together as a campaign on Fund My Comic to try to, get that rolling.
Yeah.
So we're not ignoring them. We are planning on it. It's just finding the right time. A, for us, because we have very little of it, and B, obviously.
And the right product you want to put on there.
Right. To make sure we have enough of whatever it is we're going to put up there, so it's not a disappointment to anyone.
Yeah, and the thing is that we're just she's overwhelmed because I'm erratic, and she lives with a cartoonist, and I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess.
I cried a lot
today. She cried a lot because we haven't decorated our Christmas tree. We haven't decorated the house.
Christmas shopping,
dealing with I was in town though today. I did do Christmas shopping.
Oh, so you're getting Christmas shopping?
Yeah, I got a haircut. I went Christmas shopping. I took a shower. Did you take a shower today?
Billy Tucci.
Did you take a shower today?
No.
Oh, I did. I took a shower. When Christmas went into town, Scala.
Look at him. He's in little coffee shops having fun. Deb's home busting her ass, crying. Billy's eating scones.
Trying to figure out how to launch campaigns and fulfill campaigns and take care of a son who got injured and all the other flipping things that are going on.
And buy me my Christmas presents. Thank you.
Yes, I had to buy him his Christmas present.
My Christmas, which I can't wait to get. Thank you very much.
You're not supposed to know what it is yet.
Oh yeah, I'm past that stage.
Billy doesn't do surprises very well, except last year. Last year I surprised you.
Oh my God, good. Yes.
A lot of times when I surprise him, he's disappointed.
No, I'm never disappointed.
Liar.
Honey, what was I disappointed?
But last year I surprised him and it blew him away.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was when I got him the Elliott
Scotch
Clan
decanter,
and coordinating glasses.
And Scala. I was the one crying.
You were? You're a little.
You still do that wrong.
Oh, Texas back.
Finger.
It didn't.
No, it's
Bean. Right? Scala, do it. Do it.
Yeah,
Stop
you're
the
a little-
crying. Stop the tears. See?
You gotta.
I hear Billy talking. I hear Billy talking haircut.
Hi, JC.
Well, you get a haircut. You get them all cut.
I hear Billy talking haircut, and I think show off.
Yeah, but Jeff, you look exactly the same you looked 10 years ago.
You know, I look significantly younger than I did when I was balding.
It makes a difference. It does.
And now you're living in Ming years.
Yeah.
Before you were living in real years. Now you're living in Ming years.
Yeah, I missed the start of the Steelers game. I think they were going to show her this evening.
Oh, really?
She's in Pittsburgh, and was telling me she was going to be twirling her terrible towel. So I think they were going to show her, but I tuned in too late.
So J.C. Vaughn was friends with Ming Na Wen, still is, and grew up with Ming, and they were great friends in high school and all. And Ming's parents own a Chinese restaurant in Pittsburgh.
Her parents did. Her dad's passed, and now her brother runs it.
Okay, so going back 20 years or so, Jeff is like, we have to go to Ming's parents' restaurant.
Chinatown Inn.
Dinner. Fantastic dinner.
3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue in Pittsburgh, Penn.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. However,
and we would go there. We would go there during the Pittsburgh Comic-Con out in Monroeville. We'd make the drive into town to do this, and we did that. I don't know, what we do that 4 or 5 years.
I feel like it was more than that.
Yeah, your cousin.
My cousin came, brought his family.
So Jeff, what happened though? There was an incident.
Well, there's two. One really great, and
an episode,
not so,
maybe not
one,
an incident.
One really great and one boneheaded.
Yeah.
Okay. The really great one was when my cousin Elspeth ended up. I think Chuck Rosansky was with us that time, and my cousin Elspeth ends the dinner by singing an aria in Italian.
That's right.
And the waitress who studied opera at University of Beijing joined in.
Yes.
And the entire restaurant was applauding.
Yep.
I've never thrown a dinner like that. That was just freaking amazing.
Brilliant.
And then to cap that off, the next year, I left my SHI hat, and strangely enough, nobody touched the one that has the character of death on it.
Yeah, it wasn't just a SHI hat. It was the SHI kanji hat.
Yes.
In a Chinese restaurant, which
and I just left it there, and strangely enough, nobody stole it.
Yeah, no one touched it. Is that that is the worst thing.
Yeah.
The worst kanji, the worst symbol it's bad luck. And just imagine Jeff
just
goes
the
into
dumbest
this
thing
restaurant and leaves death as a token. They must have thought it was like a Beijing mob or something.
Yeah, it was just all the things to have done.
No, Jeff came back. He retrieved it. He got it.
I did.
But your dad, remember? So my father-in-law walked into a Chinese restaurant too, and they started yelling at him.
He was picking up takeout, and he had a SHI shirt on.
Oh, was it a hat? Shirt?
Okay. It was a shirt, and so he had like the emblem.
They're like, "Why are you coming in here with that?
Why are you coming here and bring this to
my business?" He's like, "What are you talking about? What?"
Yeah. He's like, "This is my son's comic.
It's a comic book. What are you talking?
It's a comic book."
Yeah. And then he's getting in an argument with the people at the Chinese restaurant because that
was
death kanji.
That was such a great dinner every year. We never knew how we usually ended up with like 20 people there. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What a great place too. Fantastic food.
I've never had anything bad there. I went there last year during Comics Pro, and it was I had this feeling that it was going to be sentiment, that I was remembering it better than it was. Everything was freaking great.
Yeah.
Well, if we ever get invited back to Pittsburgh, we'll have to go again.
The problem is that, you know, that great show that used to be out in Monroeville isn't there anymore. I've never done Steel City, which is this weekend. It's more like an autograph thing than it is a Comic-Con.
Charles
is there this weekend.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hot Flips does it all the time, and they tell us that the promoter would like us to come,
but he never calls us.
But well, yeah, and then I reach out and say, well, this is what we require to get there because it's obviously not around the corner.
No.
And then it just kind of falls off. So
yeah.
If you're out there, anybody who goes to Steel City and would like us to come, we would like to come too.
Yeah, we love that city.
Talk to the promoters about getting us there.
Our editor Amanda goes, but she lives in Central PA, which is significantly closer than we are here on Long Island.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we'll be ending up. We'll be heading. We'll be in Pennsylvania a lot in the next 4 years, 5 years.
5 years.
So I've heard.
Yeah, Matthew is going to Penn State.
Matthew is accepted to Penn State Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. That's awesome.
Yeah, he got an early acceptance. He'll be wrestling for them. And we are just over the moon how proud we are with how hard he works and the injuries that he battles through. And he's just
Everybody send out a prayer. He's dealing with one now.
Yeah. And he's beside himself. So it's
like
heartbreaking his parents.
He's cloned or something?
We wish no, he got hurt, so he'll be fine. But for now, it's gonna be a rough couple of weeks. But he doesn't want to stop because of rankings and all that. It is a sport that, well, how do you describe it?
It's like no other.
There's no other sport like it. Yeah,
it's the hardest sport, maybe other than boxing, because even though it's a team sport, you're out there by yourself and you're literally fighting tooth and nail like a gladiator. But there's a lot that goes into it that, you know, other than just being on the mat and fighting for your wrestling life. Like Billy's talking about, rankings have a lot to do with it when you're going to counties and states, and how they end up at the end of the year can really affect how they end up, how their high school season ends up at the end of the season can end up affecting how counties and states go.
Right. Yeah, so
it's not just based on their performance.
Yeah.
It's based on where they end up being placed and who they wrestle first versus who they wrestle last. And there's just so much that goes into
so much because we live in a county of 1.5 million people. I think there are something like 275,000 students. So it's a big county. And again, as Debbie was saying, how you wrestle is where you are in the seeds. So you can have two great wrestlers who should be in the finals wrestling in the quarterfinals, so that it's also dead. I think it's tougher,
which disqualifies somebody that should end up in the finals, but because they didn't end up in the right spot, they don't get to wrestle the people that they should.
Right. So and
which happened to our son last
year. Yes. Which did he got screwed. So, but it's also a team sport because unlike boxing, you are part of a team. So you have to win. You have to figure out, do you win? Do you have to pin this guy for your team to win the meet? You know what I mean? He can't just win. So if he's in a match and they need to win by 4 points as opposed to just 3 points, he has to pin the kid. So that's where the pressure all comes in with them because they are part of a team, even though they're wrestling individually. So,
and we don't even know a lot about wrestling.
Yeah.
This is new for us. Most of the kids on the wrestling team have parents or fathers that have wrestled before. Hockey player over here. So, and I sure as crap didn't have any clue what I was getting myself into. But it's, you know, there's so much more than we even understand.
Right.
And we've been doing this since he's in 4th grade and he's a senior now. So 8 years. Oh
my
God, 8 years.
Yep. 8 years. We're gonna be heading out soon, but Niall, if you don't mind, I'm gonna share this real quick.
Sure.
Guys, J.C. Vaughn, the 54th Overstreet Price Guide. 54th edition of the Overstreet Price Guide.
Correct.
Thank you so much. I am so proud that I had the honor of drawing 2 covers for the book featuring the 30th anniversary of Lady Death and She.
Well, I think it's really cool. I think it's a great time for it. I think, when we were talking earlier this evening about some of the shortcomings with the establishment characters right now, it just refocuses us on the vibrancy of indie comics and the fact, we're any story you can imagine we can tell in comics, and superheroes, crime, old gangsters coming back as vampires, just as a for instance. And why shouldn't the guide celebrate that, particularly when you get something that's had a longevity that you and Brian have had with your characters?
I want to thank you, Jeff, because that you are, and again, I get, in the grand scheme of North American comics, superhero comics, which it was traditionally dominated by corporate comics, if you will,
Sure.
that you have given us this platform. You have given these two indie comics created by outlaws for the most part, me and Brian, to give us, what an amazing honor. And I can't tell you enough of how nervous I was doing this and working with Brian too, for Brian to actually to approve of it and all. And just thank you so much, because we talk about this all the time. At all the CG Kings talked about this at Garden State when we were all together. At Heroes Con, we're all indie creators. San Diego with Jeff Smith, Terry Moore, and Robin Moore, and Brian and Fran, and we talk about this of how hard we've worked. And a lot of times we might have maybe missed a deadline here and there because this is so important to us, and we feel that our fans deserve our very best. Because and to have Overstreet recognize that, it means everything to us. So thank you so much for that.
No, I'm really listen, man. I'm glad you feel that way. One of the things that is my job, as I look at this book the way that you would hope that the editors and leadership at Marvel and DC and elsewhere look at what they have, which is, I'm the guardian of the legacy of this. It's not mine, and in a broader sense, it's not even Steve Jeppy's. He's the custodian of it. He's on the guide longer than Bob now, and Bob Overstreet's 85 and still working on it.
Wow.
God bless.
Wow.
God bless him.
Yeah.
And he says it keeps him young. And I'm blessed to work in that environment. I always tell pretty much anybody who will ask, and many people who don't, that, if you look, Don Newton drew the first illustrated cover of the guide, number 4. And then and that was sort of before he was famous as a Batman artist and so forth. But then you get to Overstreet number 5, and we're coming up on the 50th anniversary of that. Joe Kubert's Tarzan.
Oh,
okay.
So did Bob commission him to do it? Okay.
Yep. Okay. So get this: 5, 6, and 7 go Kubert, Eisner, Barks. So you realistically are looking at my job every year is to deal with that gauntlet that basically Bob threw down 50 years ago. We've had Wally Wood, we've had Schomburg, we've had Al Williamson, we've had multiple covers by Murphy Anderson, Carmine Infantino.
Schomburg did an Overstreet price guide cover?
He did 2, number 10 and number 21.
Wow.
And I've worked with Alex Ross, I've worked with Jim Lee, worked with John K. Snyder III, worked with George Perez twice.
Darwin Cook?
Darwin, which gave me one of my all-time best stories about the guide. Jimmy calls me the day 39 comes out and says Darwin wants to do a cover. My brainiac position is I have to be the guy who not say Darwin who. 2 days before previews goes to press, I have not seen a sketch And I'm not talking the public deadline. I'm talking I walk downstairs and talk to my friends at Diamond, because my office was right upstairs in those days. And so I called Jimmy, and this is less than 72 hours to go. I called Jimmy and said, "You got me into this." And he says, "What?" I said, "I can't get anything from Darwin." And he goes, "Okay, I'll go over there." So like 16 hours later, I have this beautiful sketch that I would have printed if I had to. And literally Darwin did everything. You remember how earlier I mentioned how Mark Huseman does all the logos?
Yeah.
This is one of the ones he didn't do. Darwin did everything except the script word Overstreet that occurred in a label. Everything else was done.
Wow.
I sent it to Marvel and said, "Hey, I'm doing this," basically, not asking permission, but really basically telling them I was doing it. And it was Darwin, so nobody wanted to jack with it, which is great.
Yeah.
And then another, like, say 16 hours later, we got the inks in and the color, and it just freaking beautiful. Mark dropped the word Overstreet and the little registered trademark R on the Overstreet, and we were done. And the hardcover, that was the first one that I was in charge of, really, from the ground up. And thank you, that's it. And it was that 40th anniversary thing that Huseman.
There's a lot going on in that cover too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's just so outstanding. And what was great about it is that hardcover sold out 5 days before it came out. And
I love the bomb. You put 40 on the bomb. He's literally raising his shield because there's a 500-pound iron bomb.
Yeah.
Like a drop on.
Yeah. And all the stuff going on in the background when Bucky and everything. It's just such a great piece. And of course, that same year, I had Mark Chiarello doing Batman.
Oh yes, that was a great cover.
So that was my first year of being in charge and flying solo. Steve Jeppy had some stuff going on, and my old boss John Snyder retired.
John K. Snyder the second.
John K. Snyder Jr. Yes.
Yeah.
And
not the second, Junior.
Junior.
Okay.
And strangely enough, I actually knew his dad too. He was a CB.
Oh, really?
Yeah, World War II. And so that was the first year I really had to do it without a net, and end up with Chiarello and Darwin. So it was.
Yeah, I gotta share this.
It was a little easy to get cocky when the next year came around, like twice, and I hit 2 home runs.
What a year!
Oh yeah, you know what? Make it 3, because I had John Romita Jr. doing the Conan recreation on the Hero Initiative cover.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
Oh yes, we're gonna read.
Super chat.
We have a couple of super chats from the great Aaron Sleeper. Thank you, brother, once again. $4.99. We didn't have a comic shop in my town when I was a teen. Wizard was my only window into y'all's world. Indie. I kept seeing this art for a book. SHI. Thank you for another $5 super chat. Eventually, I found a guy who ordered from previews who'd ordered SHI for me when he could. First book I got was number 10, probably. Oh, sorry. Why I crushed so hard for Tomo. Tomoe. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Tomoe will return in the after SHI Gatecrasher. She will return in the Ghost with the Green Eyes. First,
is she still messed up from when we left her in Junen?
No, now she controls the Yakuza in Japan.
She was pretty freaking messed up when we left her in
Yes,
Junen.
she was. But she was wheeling. Don't you remember? She was wheeling out the Japanese the Oyuban.
Yeah,
the Japanese crime world.
But they left her in the trunk with the dead bodies, man.
Yes.
Lovely.
Nice. You're over 12,000. Now you're officially 30K over.
I remember your exact phrase to me when you read that. Do you remember what you said?
No, what?
Who did something to you that you would do this?
Oh. That's that Jeff.
They're driving around unnecessarily. They make her get in a trunk with dead bodies and drive her around.
Well, it happens.
It did.
All right, real quick. We're going to end, guys, soon, but I want to share one more thing, which I had shared earlier on.
12/87.
Debbie's Baby. This is our first ever 8-inch SHI acrylic standee. And let's take a look at it. There you go. Sorry. Oh, I didn't put music to. That would have been nice.
It would have been.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Look at that. It's
that is
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
We can't wait for you guys to see that.
My cat would destroy
Yep,
that.
double-sided. Perfect, a perfect accoutrement for any SHI fan. And it's only $20. That's it.
That's pretty great.
And
That's
you can be
awesome.
like Jeff. Can't be.
Just keep in mind when they get to the website, they won't be.
Oh yeah, when they get to the web, when they're on www.billytucci.com, or if we have extras and they're on Gate Crashes, they're gonna be a lot more. Because we're not making money. It's a vanity. It's a vanity perk for us because we always it's like the things we want.
It's like my glow in the dark covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no justification for that.
No. All right, guys. Well,
Question.
Yes,
as
honey.
I'm sitting here listening and looking above your art table.
Yeah.
So those of you who've never seen it, Billy has a shelf above his art table of all the different merchandise we've made over the last 30 years. I think this, well, not from prior to crowdfunding. I think it would be a fun show. I can stand back there and we can go over all those things.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have to take it all down, I think.
Well, one at a time if I'm
I
standing
think
right.
I seriously, now this is the Overstreet guy talking, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We need high-res photos of all of those items.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I mean, we have action figures, we have trading cards, we have a cardboard standee, we have coins, we have thermostats, thermoses, we have Zippo lighters.
Yeah, the ceramic coaster.
Yeah, the plate.
Godforsaken oversized mugs that broke every time we shipped them.
I know they were the worst. Yeah.
There's so much fun stuff up here. It would be a fun show though. Remember the old action figures? Those are fun.
Yeah, we take high-res photos. Maybe you can put them in the next book that does behind-the-scenes footage.
We do like a history.
Yeah, like merchandise history.
I'm telling you right now, that this is something that I bet you Brian has photos of all his stuff.
Oh, he has a museum.
Most indie creators don't. And Debbie just tap danced into a minefield of my brain, and
fun.
Things are exploding all over the place because this is a really good idea.
I have all the articles. I have all the magazines that we were in, so that I could scan in the.
So you have your own copy.
Magazine.
You have your own copy of Overstreet's Fan Number 3 San Diego edition.
Yes, I do. I
Okay,
actually do.
good.
So we can have a nice page on that, our first ever printed magazine cover, and then open it up, and there's.
And you were in Overstreet. You were in Overstreet's Comic Book Monthly before that, before Fan existed. When Overstreet was still its own publication. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Indie Press Profile, as I recall, was the name of the article.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Not that I know this stuff or anything.
Our first challenge coin is up there too.
Yes. My Diamond Gem Award is up there for.
This is all a really, really good idea.
Yeah. What else?
This is going to be a show.
Those metal prints, those
We just
giant
gotta
metal
make sure
prints.
I can stand back there without killing.
No, we got to take him down. There's no way you can stand back there. See up there?
There's the shelf.
Hang on.
Those toy planes.
I know. I got my airplanes. But see up there, that's the shelf. Now, what is that? Is that a dog snout?
What?
It's a big black Yeti right there, bro. So we have a lot of stuff in my Corsair. A couple of the planes.
All right.
All right.
This is a plan.
I love it. I love that.
Me too.
Let's get into the production schedule,
Let's
people.
do it, guys. Well, would you guys want that? Like a total shistery, if you will?
Well, it's not. I'm sure.
I
It's not
would pay.
everything, but it's a lot. It's most of the.
I'm telling you right now, I would back that book, and I would pay extra if you would stop saying she story.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for an amazing start, an amazing 2.5+ hours. We were approaching $13,000. What an amazing start for this book. This is a prestige format, oversized omnibus, dimensioned 112-page hardcover. We've already unlocked, or we pretty much unlocked the accented spot gloss and gold foils. And our next, we're up here and they're close to it. We'll get it over the weekend.
Yes, we're close.
We're close.
It'll happen.
Yeah. But you guys are great. Please, guys, Rob Hunter's Death Raider. Everyone check that out. Beast of a creator. Check out, please support all your indie creators. CG, non-CG, outlaws, whatever you want, manga, I don't care. Support your indie creators. These people, these artists, they put their blood, their soil, their blood, their sweat.
They soil.
Their soil. They soil themselves sometimes.
Working hard at their tables.
And a quick shout out to Russ Cassidy. Thank you, Russ, for your help building the Kickstarter. It's hard for me to build 2 campaigns and do everything else I do. So Russ is kind enough to build Kickstarter after I build Indiegogo. So again, thank you, Russ. I appreciate it.
Yep. And next week on Pop XP Nile, for what do you have on Tuesday?
Casper Van Dien.
Nice. Wednesday?
We got Crowdfunding Comics.
I'll be there. Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci will be the Retailers Roundtable. And let's see.
And we might have a few new pledge levels for Thursday.
I think we're going to add some
cool
stuff to it. You guys are great. What a great start. We love you all. Want to say anything? Say goodbye? Or?
Just thank you. I'm so grateful. Just so very grateful. You guys are the best, and we love you all.
Thank you. And onward to 13,000. Onward to 15,000. Let's do it.
Boom. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thanks, Niall.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.